Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trailer Boys. My name's Nate Brown. I'm the trailer brother. Next to me here is Timmy Williams, trailer stepdad.
Keep my name out your mouth. Just kidding. What's up, man? I think I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch around my headphones because maybe I do need to hear myself, so I'm not being too loud and annoying. Not that there's
I can control your volume on my end, so.
What?
I can control your output volume on my end.
Okay.
Don't do it for my favor, but if you...
Yeah, I think I've gotten used to it, though, so I better switch back. Hold on. But anyways, hello, everybody. I love you. I miss you. There we go. Iowa is a state just to the southeast of here. What else was I going to say? Yeah, what was the last? Okay, I was on Self-Suck last weekend, and then before that, I did the movie show, and then this. So now it's another movie show.
Yeah. You know, it's a lot of movie shows. Even when you guys don't do a movie show, like Self-Suck Saturday,
right?
It's a movie show.
But in our defense, Mars
is that your love language?
Yes. Well, Zach's, it must be Zach's now because he's fucking making them. I only ever think about and watch movies, and Mars is a movie.
Yeah. People are always asking for Mars updates, and I got to let them know. It's like there's not really much beyond the last update. So
the update is shush.
The update is don't ask about my new Lamborghini. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the update is as it has been and will be for a little bit. Namely, we are submitting it to festivals. And hopefully it gets it will get into some, and when we're able to talk about it, we will. And then the idea is at a festival, someone says, "Hey, I like this," and then does something with it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we're saying.
In closing, shut the fuck.
Yeah. People want to know what's going on. Here's the thing: this festival process that you keep hearing them talk about isn't a process like that. You know, it takes a while. Yeah. If somebody accepts it.
We don't call it.
Yeah.
I don't make a phone call like, "Hello, this is Hollywood speaking. Yeah, hi, can we show your cartoon at a bunch of festivals?" Sure, no problem. Here's a check. You know, it's not like that.
Exactly.
I wish it was. That'd be sweet if that was it.
They're not allowed to say anything until they're allowed to say something. So that's how it works.
Right.
And there you go. That's all you need to know. Here's the thing. What did I say it or did Timmy say it? One of us. Here's the thing is something it's been pointed out.
I think I just said it.
That I say a lot, but then somebody else had pointed out that Trevor said it a lot too.
Trevor said it a lot.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing about that. See, I didn't even try to do that. I mean, but here is the thing about it. Damn it. It is a comedy thing. Everybody says that. I mean, yeah. I've hung around comedians so much in my life that I don't even notice it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it's just like a human nature thing too, where like a friend of mine started saying sorry about that. Like you'd be like, "Oh man, that something happened." He'd be like, "Sorry about that," and then everybody in my circle of friends would say sorry about that for like everything, or response to everything. Something really good happened to you, sorry about that, and then like sarcastically, sorry about that. So it's definitely one of those things that took me like years to stop saying because they're like, man, everyone says that.
No, there's another common comedy phrase that I had to kind of squeeze out of myself, like one of those turds that you can't, like it, it's right there, but you gotta hunch your knees up to your ears and get it out. Is saying the word recently. That's a comedy thing, and it's when you hear a comedian say recently, it means 1996. That is what that shit means.
Zach Touchdown said Letterman said it. That's funny.
A lot of people say it. Like someone says, that was Trevor's Newsboys catchphrase. No, that's just Trevor is a comedian. We all are. We all say, here's the thing all the time, is because it's an easy way to present a point, especially with an observational comedy kind of thing. Like, here's the thing about pepperoni pizza, it's fucking good. But
here's the thing about pizza. It's whatever. Pizza's not that great.
Only you would be a contrarian about fucking pizza.
I like pizza fine enough, but it's like, is there anything else to eat? No, fine.
No.
Pizza's there.
Nate,
I'm never choosing pizza.
You know my dark backstory, and if we say that there's other food to eat, you know what people start saying. So we're just gonna skip right past that.
My dark backstory. Timmy, I need you to write a biography.
My shadowy. What else would you call it?
My dark backstory.
My shadowed past. My shadowed past.
My secret shame.
My daughter and I were just watching a DVD of SNL Christmas, and unfortunately, the menu says skits. And she's 12 and a half. Like, I gave her a sex talk. She knows about stuff, but like, still. Like the radio, the two NPR ladies talk about sweaty balls. I still felt weird. It's like, should she be watching this? It's such a great sketch, though.
What? You had the sex talk at 12 and a half?
No, I had sex talk with her at 11.
Really? How'd that go?
I've talked about it before. Like, it was a year and a half ago. It was good.
I've never had the sex talk.
I didn't really get it either. My dad started doing it. He's like, well, so every boy has a penis. I'm like, that's it. I'm out. I already know too much.
Yeah, you lost me at penis.
You mean my twizzle stick? What do you mean? What? My fun sword, but no, she was pretty cool about it. When I explained to her exactly, the funniest part was when I'm like, because it's modern time, so I'm like, sex is when two people who are attracted to each other make each other feel good physically. Because really, you need a broader explanation like that. Well, that's what it is now.
So gross when you say it, though.
Yeah, but that's how you got to start talking about it, right? And then
I guess
get into it. So if it's a girl, they do this, boy, blah, blah, blah. And so when I mentioned that, how a man gets a woman pregnant, I'm like, yeah, it puts in there, and stuff eventually comes out. She's like, what? I'm like, I know.
To an 11-year-old. It's just it's so awkward to me because it's awkward generally, yes.
Here's the thing, man.
Very
in
weird.
Other countries, people are raping the shit out of 11-year-olds. So that's maybe even too old, in my opinion. These kids need to know what's fucking happening. So if they're getting molested by an uncle, they know they're getting molested by an uncle. You know what I mean? Like, sorry to be a bummer, but that's fucking happening, and that's why I did it. Also, I wanted to watch all the Jason movies with her, and it's way better to understand his motivation if you know what sex is. So, yeah.
His motivation was sexual?
Oh, I forget you don't watch any good movies. So Jason drowned when two camp counselors were having sex instead of paying attention to him. And his mother was obsessed with that, and so that kind of became his thing too, So, yeah.
Oh, so if a camp counselor, like in the later movies, wasn't doing horny things, were they safe?
Not necessarily, but the horny people normally get it first. But then Jason, I suppose, just can't satiate his bloodlust. He's like, well, I killed all the horny people, but I still want to violently stab somebody, so I guess I got to go after the nerds. Because like in number 2, he like kills a guy in a wheelchair. Although the guy in the wheelchair, number 2, is about to score, so that's very progressive of the Jason movies. Like this guy's, he is very handsome, but he's in a wheelchair, and this girl's like super horny for him, and they're about to like do whatever, and then Jason kills them all. So
good for him. Talk about going for a ride,
JV. Huh?
I said, talk about going for a ride.
You know what? I don't think they said that. I think there was a slight moment where he's like, well, it still works. But I don't think they ever said like, I don't think they ever said that, which is too bad. But and I wasn't trying to be a bummer with that information, but honestly, like, especially girls, they need to know what it is and what's going on.
Yeah.
And you hear about it, You
need to teach her how to shoot a gun and stab somebody and about sex, all in the same conversation.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Safety.
Well, I mean, I've told her safety stuff even way before that. But there's a story I maybe told before, but it's one of my favorites. When she was like 6, my sister and I told her. My sister was in town, and we were hanging out with Margaret. We told her, so if someone tries to touch you or hurt you like that, and you don't like it, you just punch them right in the nose, like stun them, and you run away. And then Margaret went back to her mom's house, and my sister and I went to a movie. And I got up to pee during the movie, and I see several missed calls from my ex-wife on my phone. I'm like, oh man, what's going on? So I call her. She's like, because my ex-wife has a younger daughter, right, from another guy, sister from another mister, I call it. So anyways, so she calls me. So I call her back. I'm like, hey, kind of worried because I see a missed call or whatever. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, did you and your sister tell Margaret that it's okay to punch someone in the face if they touch you? I was like, not that plainly. Why? And she's like, well, and turned out the little sister had touched her, and Margaret just fucking hauled off and smacked her in the face.
She was asking for it.
Ow! Yeah, I guess. So then I'm like, okay, get Margaret on the phone. I gotta kind of explain. I'm like, I mainly meant like adults and strangers, or like a little boy at school that's going to, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean your sister or your mom, unless they're really hurting you. It's like, obviously, she punched a 2-year-old in the mouth. Like, you don't just do that.
That is hilarious to me, though.
Although 2-year-olds, no, it's absolutely hilarious. I mean, I've told this story to her. She loves it.
Are
there are people being like, did I miss any trailers?
No, we just started. Shut the fuck up.
Trailers. I don't even know what that means.
Do you have any Christmas movie traditions? Because I know we talked about something recently, and then I watched a movie on Niamix's stream the other night called I think it's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Which one?
And I gotta assume the first one.
There wasn't a number in the title. It didn't have a guy going, "It's garbage day."
No, I've seen that trailer, but I've seen that clip.
It didn't have any evil toys or bugs or a guy with his brain showing.
Well, this was a guy being like, "Punish," and that was hilarious.
Yes, that's
and then
part one. Okay,
Linnea Quigley from that zombie movie was in it. She was great.
Yeah, from that zombie movie. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
All the zombie movie titles sound the same to me.
Well, and they do that. Well, that one, in the defense of that movie, they did that on purpose. But yes, there are so many movies with the phrase "living dead" in it. And I mean, her film, the one you're talking about, Return of the Living Dead, that's more of a direct reference to Night of the Living Dead. But I mean, there's Italian films, because Italians, I've talked about before, no copyright stuff over there. So they just say whatever. There's City of the Living Dead. There's the Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. There's, Living Dead, Living Dead, Living Dead. Anyways, yeah, Linnea Quigley, man, and she gets it on the antlers in that movie, right? Isn't that how she gets killed?
Yeah, well, with terms of service and stuff, we really couldn't see it. It was pixelated out, but I assumed it looked cool. I may have to go watch it again later, but then everyone's going to call me out. She was very naked through a lot of the movie.
She's very naked through a lot of her movies.
Great actress.
She made a workout video I've always wanted to find. They actually just put it out on some boutique Blu-ray. Linnea Quigley's horror workout video, but it starts with just her nude in the shower, close up, soap it up and everything. And it's like, hey, here's a workout video. It's like, I suppose it's people love her, and one of the reasons they love her is because she gets naked a lot, and so they're like, all right, if we're gonna make this workout video, it's gonna be fun, but let's just get the horny stuff out of the way.
And then where is this video?
Jacks. You can, now it's on a Blu-ray. It's on one of the boutique Blu-ray labels. It's one I haven't really gotten one. Stuff Splatterhouse or something like that. I forget what they're called. Anyway, Shock something maybe. But I've seen clips of that, on the internet or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Starts with okay, here's flesh. Now let's exercise.
I dig it. That's the first time I've ever seen it.
I dig it too.
Anyways, obviously I'm not a big horror movie guy, so seeing a horror Christmas movie was unique to me. I know a lot of people have Christmas season movie traditions, and I have to assume that you're one of those people.
Yeah, what's that word? Not incorrigible, unbearable movie nerd.
Yes,
so I have a few.
I would say yes. You're on an unbearable. Yes.
Do you want me to leave?
No,
You don't
you said
hear
it.
me?
You said it. Unbearable. I'm
No.
just agreeing with you.
Yeah, I can say it about myself. That's what, like, when people, like, when we started streaming, be like, yeah, Timmy, you're a fat piece of shit. We were like, hold on. I can say that about me. The other 4 guys can say that about me at this point. I mean, 20 some odd years, okay. But, like, you guys, I don't even know your real names. Yeah. You can't do that.
I'm just agreeing with you.
But Nate, you can call me unbearable. That's fine. Because so are you, and it's fine.
I'm infuriating.
Oh, yeah, that's a better word for you. You know what? You should change next time we host as just 2 of us. Change our little chirons at the bottom to Nate Brown infuriating, Timmy Williams unbearable.
Yeah. My natural ability is being a very annoying person, and I know when I'm doing it, and I still do it because I think it's
You're
funny.
like an X-Man. Anyways, so I have a couple. In the first week or so of December, when it's time to wrap gifts and I have enough around, you know, and I've gotten the supplies, I'll watch Die Hard, spike my hot chocolate, and wrap presents. And I spike my hot chocolate with Bailey's Irish Cream because that's going way back in my family. Remember that kick-ass picture I showed you recently that we found of my grandpa in the 80s with his awesome beard and a shotgun? And he's got Bailey's. He's got Bailey's Irish Cream, and my grandma would drink it, his wife, my mom, you know, such a thing. And you pour it in hot chocolate. It's a delicious holiday drink. So that's a fun thing to do. Wrap presents, watch Die Hard. I mean, there's several movies I do try and watch every year. Black Christmas, the original, watch that every year.
Oh, that's so good. Have you seen the sequels?
The remakes, you mean? There's no sequels, but
I feel the second one is kind of sequel-ish. So
it hints that it might be. You're right. I mean, you're not totally wrong. In fact, it's not. I think it is kind of both. You know, the 2019 one, A sucks and B is just a remake. But
I love that you've seen it though, and I don't even think it's a remake. I think it just it just accidentally.
The 2006 one.
Yeah, no. I think the 2019 just accidentally has the same title.
I know, right? It has nothing to do. You've seen it?
It's awful. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
The only cool thing in the Black Christmas 2019 is the killer has a black mask, right? The mask is black. And so there's some really fun shots where like a girl will be hiding in a room or somewhere, and it's dark, but there's Christmas lights, right? And so there's one shot in particular, I remember she's like in a closet or something, but there's Christmas lights. So you see her lit just a little bit by Christmas lights. And then like she turns or something, there's just enough of a glint of light where you see the outline of this nose and the eyebrows of the black mask like right behind her. And that's cool. Then everything before and after that was dumb. But the 2006 or 7 one, which I think on the poster says Black Xmas, that was pretty cool because it's like ridiculous. It's like crazy. It's like the kills are like really crazy.
And which one?
Kind of hits the remake one, the good one in 2006.
2006. Yeah, I love it. It's very like of the Scream times,
guys.
You know.
Yeah.
And the guy from the original Black Christmas, like, was part of it. You know,
they kind of suggest that. I mean, it's not like completely set in stone. Like it could be something else, but they do kind of hint at it. But anyways, I always watch Black Christmas. And then another one that's lesser known. Cash on Demand. I started watching a couple years ago and I love it. It's basically a British I know it's already boring, just that word, right? It's a British black and white, oh no, 2 boring words, staging of a play. But it's I know, right? It's from the 50s or 60s, but it's Peter Cushing. And then the other actor, God, he's so cool, and I totally blanked on his name. Anyways, Andre Morel. So they're basically, Peter Cushing's a bank manager. Andre Morel's this like super charismatic guy walks in. He's like, "Hey, see that guy out there? If I give him the right signal at the window, your wife and son are going to get murdered, and so I'm going to clean out the bank vault, and that's what's going to happen." So it's basically, it's a very short movie, maybe 70 minutes, and they just it's a discussions basically, but it's very tense and it's very cool. And so it's a fun one to watch. And it takes place on Christmas or Christmas.
Okay,
Eve,
I was like, so you just ran a random movie?
I like Christmas movies. I like movies that take place at Christmas that don't. I like it when they hand me on the head. I like it when they don't. The Black Christmas ones are a good example because the original is on Christmas, but it's not super duper Christmassy. The Black Xmas, the 2006 one, there's like, I think, a stabbing with a candy cane. There's ornaments. It's really Christmassy, and I like that. Last night, I watched Invasion USA, Chuck Norris, for the first time. They get invaded on Christmas, and it takes place in Florida and Atlanta, so it doesn't look Christmassy, but there's an awesome, ridiculous action scene in a mall at Christmas time. So yeah. But yeah, so I would say Die Hard, Cash on Demand, Black Christmas, and I always watch. I missed it this year, but I try to watch Sint from Denmark or Netherlands, around St. Nicholas Day, because it's this awesome horror movie where it's like, okay, St. Nicholas was actually like a horrible, murdering, serial killing pirate, and he comes back every 35 years on St. Nicholas Day, and that movie's crazy.
What's it called?
Great. Sint, S-I-N-T. That's Saint in I think Dutch or whatever.
Oh,
I got named Dick Moss. You guys have probably watched Dick Moss's trailers before. He did Amsterdamned. He did The Lift. He did one about a lion.
So what year is it from?
Sint is recent-ish, 2009 or 10, something like that.
We love Lift.
I think that's the same guy. I think Lift is Dick Moss. Yeah. Anyways, Sint is worth it, man. And it's got the thing is it's acted in Dutch or whatever, but it's like dubbed poorly in English, so it's got an extra kind of layer on it.
Let me ask you this. Sorry, continue.
The Shaft. Oh no, The Lift. That's him. Yeah. There's the other unfortunate part of it is the St. Nicholas Day traditions in wherever I can't remember if it's Denmark or the Netherlands. Anyway,
Zwarte Piet.
Yeah, and so there's guys with the blackface basically in a couple of scenes of the movie. It's kind of like, what the fuck. So, but besides that, I mean, it's a great movie. So,
I want to ask you. So this year, have you seen already this season the 2006 Black Christmas?
No, and it's on Shudder this year, so I should check it out.
But have you seen it before? Watch party?
I've seen it 2-3 years ago.
Well, I want to show you some. So Sam's not here, so we don't really have coming attractions unless you do.
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking about this now, I want to show you the 2006 trailer, and I want you, and I don't want to say anything, and I want chat, because Timmy's seen this. It only works if you've seen the movie. So I just want to see, we're going to play the trailer, and I want to see if you notice anything interesting about this trailer.
Okay. But I don't remember the movie super well, but you don't think that'll matter?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay,
if you don't remember, I'll tell you.
Speedpunk says, I watched the Santa Claus 2. Those movies are just horrible, not good.
Years ago,
the talking
on Christmas Eve,
how come I'm not hearing
his
this thing?
family
did you mute it?
became his victims.
What have you done?
There we go.
All roads and airports are officially closed.
Did I miss the thing? No.
Nope.
A group of college friends
That sucks. Everyone should be home for Christmas.
are about to discover
Lauren, we're opening up presents.
Why don't you open the present we got you?
their house
I got it.
is his home.
All is calm, all is bright. Who is in my house tonight?
Don't you have lots of toys to deliver to good little boys and girls?
You really shouldn't provoke somebody like that.
And on December 25th,
You're definitely getting punked.
Is that Santa's reindeer?
all he wants for Christmas
Is Megan in her room?
is a new family he can treat like his very own.
Oh, yeah.
You're my family now.
Black Christmas.
What's up, man?
So, did anything stick out strange to you? I mean, I love that trailer. I think the movie's super fun.
Yeah.
I think it's like Black Christmas, the original, I think is a great movie. This movie, I put Black Christmas 2006 like right up there with it. Like, it's a different vibe,
Black
but
Christmas
I still love
original
it.
is a classic.
It's
This one is very fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is a movie.
So to point something out in the trailer, though,
okay,
is especially if you had seen it recently, there's like parts in the trailer like, wait, what? There's somebody frozen under ice and a hand comes up, and then there's a thing that has lights that chews up the girl.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the scene, none of that happens. That's
really? Okay.
Harvey Weinstein decided that like this was one of those movies where like the studio and the director fought a lot, and so I'm liking what happened to it. The guy who made this movie, I think, ended up doing Final Destination. So Harvey Weinstein made reshoots just for the trailer, and it's scenes and characters that aren't in the movie at all. It's very funny.
It's so unlike Harvey to insert part of himself without asking. Anyways, rare miss from the Weinman. Okay, if you like kung fu movies, no, that guy like and his dumb brother specialized in taking kung fu films and like mercilessly editing them and making them like better for Americans and shit like that, and just fucking destroyed them. Yeah. And then of course he was also like an evil, abusive racist or rapist. Probably a racist too. I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably not far off. Anyways, yeah. But so the stuff in the trailer that's not in the movie was because Weinstein was like, we need this in it.
Yep.
So we need the house to somehow have like a tractor combine blade covered in Christmas lights, because that's what that looks like. It looks like a harvester, right?
It's funny because she does die that way. No spoiler, but like it's not like that dramatic.
No. That's silly. And then the under the ice thing, while that would be a cool kill, doesn't make any sense.
And you're like, who are those girls? Because they weren't. Yeah, the other girls. And it's funny because I've done the deep dive, and like one of those girls that was in that flash of a scene like is a real act. You'd be like, oh, that's a girl from that other movie.
Oh wow, weird. Because the actual cast is like that. You got the girl that played Black Canary on the Arrow show.
Yep, Michelle Trachtenberg from Buffy.
And Michelle Trachtenberg from, well, you say Buffy, I say Pete and Pete, but yes, that girl. She played the little neighbor.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Is she in that too? Was that the girl with the bangs? Okay. Yeah. And then was Lacey Chabert in there too?
Yep. And
it is like a late 90s, early 2000s Fox Den. You know what I mean?
The house mother. Yes, I forget what her name is. She's from SCTV, but she was in the original movie as well.
She was the girl with the glasses that gets. She was like the friend with the glasses, I think.
Yeah.
In the original, but Michelle Trachtenberg was funny because I grew up watching her as a little kid on Pete and Pete. She was a little kid on that show, and then no one knows where she went. She probably finished school in like 2002 or 3, and what was it? Euro Trip comes out, and everybody's like, "Oh," because she's like now a lady and walk around in a bikini, and everybody's like, "Whoa, she grew up." So
yeah, and then nothing else happened.
Yeah, she didn't really do much else after that, did she? She did that and Black Christmas. I guess. I mean, was Euro Trip really that bad of a deal?
I loved Euro Trip. Really I think it's a really, really good movie. Scotty Doesn't Know is kind of iconic as a song.
Is that in that? That's from that movie? No, that's from Road Trip.
Road Trip.
Road Trip's Tom Green and that little guy from the New Guy movie. That guy.
I still like Euro Trip though. Which was Scotty Doesn't Know? From Road Trip?
It was either that or
I thought it was Euro Trip. Isn't Scotty the guy, the main guy? Like the reason he's going to find, I don't know.
It is Euro Trip. Good job, man. Okay. I you know what? I was getting all confused because I first started thinking old school, but that's the guy singing Total Eclipse with all the F words in it, which is why bros would come to my karaoke night and fucking ruin that song.
Pretty funny.
It is funny.
But I guess when you've heard it like 100 times, you're like, this fucking guy.
Well, I love the song, but like adding the fucking thing, it's like, great. One
Thought
more.
he
Okay,
wasn't Matt Damon.
no, a couple more Christmas movie traditions. It's fun to talk about this, but then I guess we should move on. But because there's a bunch that I like to get to.
Let's just do this all night.
We could do it. There's a bunch. Krampus. My daughter and I love to watch Krampus every year. It's a great movie. I also like to watch. Speaking of Bonnie Tyler, who sings "Total Eclipse of the Heart," she also made a song called "Happy Birthday Christmas," which is the end title, and it shows up in the movie a few times for Dial Code Santa Claus. It's got AKA Deadly Games. It's got a few different titles. I've talked about this one before. It's the French movie that came out a year before Home Alone and was about a boy trapped in a mansion with evil bad guys coming to get him, and he tricks them.
We've seen the trailer for this. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Have you seen the film?
No.
It's crazy. It's very French. Like, it's this boy who's obsessed with Rambo, and it's like all these Dutch angles going up him, and like it starts with this little boy, like close-ups on his muscles, prepping just like Rambo would, but it's like a little boy. So it feels a little weirdly French, if you know what I mean. But
burn to the French.
It's fantastic though, and it's kind of there's not really a lot in the way of kills and stuff, but it's fucking brutal and like scary, and like this guy's trying to kill this kid, and like it's like at the end of Home Alone, where they're kind of like the Harry and Marv had it up to here. They're like, I'm gonna get you. It's that classic kid movie thing of get, But in a Dial Code Santa Claus is like, this guy's gonna fucking kill him. There's no doubt, So it's great. I watch that every year. It's fantastic. So anyway, but good. I love Christmas movies, man. Is there one you like to watch?
Love Actually.
I've never seen that, man.
In a non-ironic way.
I know. I'm sure it's good.
It's kind of become like a thing now, but we watched that since it came out.
Your brothers told me the same thing for many years. Yeah. And I'm sure it's actually good. It's got good people in it, and I'm sure it's charming as fuck and the exact kind of heartwarming, funny thing you want to watch,
Yeah.
Around Christmas. I've just never gotten around to it. Oh, Muppet Christmas Carol I watch pretty often. Almost every year.
This year, I think I'm going to start a new tradition, though.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
If I have time around the holidays, I'm just going to go live and we're going to do Moonfall.
You know what? That's great. And that fills in another Christmas movie theory of mine, because I've watched a lot of Kung Fu films and other shit this month. And I think Christmas is also about, as far as movie watching goes, give yourself cinematic gifts. If you like to watch Moonfall with your friends, fucking do it around Christmas time. Yeah. There's no better way to celebrate things you like, and I stole this tradition from Kumail Nanjiani years ago when he mentioned it on Twitter or something. But the week between Christmas and New Year's every year, Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a fun time, because I like have it off, or even if I don't have it off, like even if you're working every day, no one's job is that busy during that time. You know what I mean? So it's I suppose the service industry probably is, but
no, everyone's out of town. Yeah. No, right. That was always a really fit time to run a bar, because like the day before Christmas, like leading up to Christmas, crazy fucking busy. Then from Christmas to New Year's Eve, pretty fucking dead.
And then New Year's Eve is bananas, but
exactly.
So I guess you're thankful for that week in between, but yeah, it's a great time to watch those, and I like to watch the longer cuts, so because I think they're better movies, and yeah. So you watch 12 hours Lord of the Rings? No, why not?
Man, it sounds very tempting to me, because I feel like I don't have many DVDs, but that's like one that I had the full set.
Dude, I think guys our age, Nate, that did not play sports in high school were issued DVD copies of the Lord of the Rings.
I played sports in high school.
Oh, did you? What'd you play?
Lacrosse.
Okay. I mean, I guess, okay. I don't know if I would fully count that as sports in high school. We could go SPO. You played SPO or ERTS. You can say I played ERTS.
It's like hockey for people that smoke weed and don't have the money to afford ice skates.
But doesn't lacrosse involve a bunch of gear too? The fucking net thing and the helmet and stuff?
Yeah, helmets, whatever. 6'5" didn't play basketball.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you would have hated
honestly,
Trevor.
I didn't get glasses. Until much later. So I remember being like so excited when I got to the age where I had to try out for the team. And I was like, great. And I'd be like, sorry, I guess I didn't do it. Thanks for letting me try out. Like, yeah, they wouldn't let me play. Lacrosse, they gave you like a weapon and
Yeah.
then you could hit people. And I was like,
It's
this
kind of
is
like
amazing.
a strategy, sort of like that's why people get into football, because it's like, acceptable fucking battle.
Yeah.
But it is funny to tell people, oh, you play basketball. Because every tall person I know was like, I just fucking avoided basketball like the plague. Like Trevor, I think maybe played a little bit, but no one really made him. My sister's very tall for a woman. She's fucking clutch. She never played basketball,
I can't picture Trevor doing anything like active at all.
Well, the thing is you know him, klutzy and floppy. My sister's the same way. It's like, you don't want that person on the court.
And almost like malnourished. Like he fed,
Yes,
but not like on like healthy foods.
When I met him, he was like, he had this like boil on his leg. He didn't know where it came from. And he was telling a story about where like a doctor called him and said, what are you eating? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Put it down. Like,
right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And then and then because I'm overweight, he would always say like, I'm going to die first. And, I'm not proud that he was wrong. It's too bad that he was wrong. But also I would always say like, Trevor, like weight is not the only health issue. And I guarantee I will outlive every other member of this comedy troupe. And 3 to go, baby. Just kidding. But the thing is well, and the other 3 guys are all now very healthy. They all are healthier than me now. So fine. But at the time, I had quit smoking and stuff. That's how I got fat. And I
remember when
I didn't drink as much. So yeah, it's weird.
And then Timmy started smoking again. And he got skinny.
I did. I have a joke about it. My 1-page flip book. Yeah,
I'm referencing your joke.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I thought you were okay.
I've seen you do stand up many times.
Yeah, I suck dick at it, right?
I want to see Timmy get jacked. I want to see Timmy get super into weights.
I want to see Timmy get jacked. I can see that. I want to see Timmy lose weight and then get jacked. If I lose weight and get muscular, yeah, maybe I'll jerk off to myself once or twice in the mirror just to be like, wow.
Just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Picture like a super muscular Timmy. That's dope. That's a good look. Like a cherubic face.
And like a text thread where I sent the Joe Rogan Buddha statue I found online.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mentioned this. I don't know if you remember, but the same thing. It was like a Facebook algorithm. It's like, why would that even happen to me? Actually, the algorithm didn't show me the Joe Rogan Buddha thing. That was when I scrolled through the page. They showed me a Star Wars thing, which makes sense. But one of the other Star Wars things it showed was Yoda, like baby Yoda's head on like a muscular, very muscular body. And I was like, I know that's a kink. And that's fine. I'm just like, I think it's very funny that it just showed up though.
I feel that's like something like AI. AI is now like generating toys. You know this? Like people are like coming up with toys because toys, weird toys are like, there's a lot of research and development when it really is kind of like a dart on the wall, like whatever, some random thing like a Furby, there's a lot of technology going into the Furby, but the design of it, somebody's just like, here, how's this? And they're like, sure, it's got a beak and ears.
Furry cute things. I don't know.
Now they're actually doing AI toys and they're like, fuck it. I feel like
that just made me realize that means AI is also going to generate kinks that we didn't know existed, that people didn't know was deep inside them. Like, so AI says, hey, baby Yoda on muscle body, and someone just happens to see it on Facebook, like, oh, holy shit.
And like something unlocks in their brain, and they're like, I'm oddly obsessed with this, and I don't know why.
It's very Rob Cohen Fast and the Furious movie thing where like it starts at a synapse in the brain, it goes, like goes through all their veins and other organs, and then like into their balls, you just see it goes, whoop.
Blood rushes to their groin.
And of course, we both assume it's a dude we're talking about because we know dudes are gonna get horny for Yoda way before a woman ever would. Maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like we're, that's just because I've been on the verge of being horny about Star Wars things my entire life. So
that's your secret, Cap.
Yeah, exactly. It's like looking at Admiral Akbar. It's like I can see it.
If Admiral Akbar had huge boobs, right?
It's a clap. It's a clap them cheeks. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Yeah, what you mean Admiral Akbar, which is a sweet rack?
Yeah. Admiral
Let's never start
Rackbar.
the show. We are doing...
Admiral Rackbar, baby.
Admiral Akbar, make him clap.
Make it clap.
Oh my god.
I would love so like what would be the most embarrassing thing? Yeah. I just picture like say you know it's like one of those things where you pass away and somebody's like, oh, you got to clear out Timmy's stuff, and they're like going through your computer like trying to get passwords. And like, what's in his search history here? And they're like, oh no, we can't show this to anybody. This goes with us to the grave.
And it's like it's nothing illegal. Nothing horrible, nothing harmful to other people in any way, but it's like just like drawings of Admiral Akbar, like Admiral Akbar with nice titties, like 60-90 with like a baby Yoda that's jacked. They're
You've gone down such a dark path.
It's like, you know what, man? We should have gotten him a girlfriend. Like, I know he said he was done dating, but we should have just forced a relationship on him. We just should have forced him to see somebody. Fuck.
Oh. He was so lonely. We didn't know.
Good God.
We didn't know it was that bad. Baby Yoda porn would qualify as illegal? Well, Baby Yoda was 55 years old?
Yeah, fuck that. Hey, I'm 42. Some people think I look like a kid when I shave. I'm fucking game. Anyways, Lavaka says, Timmy's computer being put in a crate and placed in a warehouse. Yeah, like, we've got our top men working on it. Who? Top men. Oh my god. Okay. What are we gonna do the show?
I don't think we're getting better than that.
We discussed not doing it because there was some issue with submissions or something, right?
Oh yeah. We had an issue. So people out there, you may have gotten the bounce back where it was saying like what you submitted was spam. I think I fixed it. It's very odd. We were getting a lot of spam submissions. So a lot of people were just getting caught in the crosshairs, right? Crosshairs. Some of them didn't get submitted. So I think everyone got it. Again, Sam's not here and next week is Christmas. So we are most likely doing a part 2 of this, just to make up for it. So just giving you a heads up now. Do you want to explain how the show works to everybody?
I don't really know. So this is Trailer Boys. It's a show where we watch trailers after 45 minutes or an hour of fucking around. And we watch trailers, but we don't watch any trailers. We watch trailers submitted to a theme. Tonight's theme is elevated comedies, meaning comedies that aren't just like taking place in the real world. Like Friends would not count. I mean, Friends isn't a movie anyways, but you know what I mean, Nate, right? Friends, like parodies and stuff.
I mean, look, that apartment.
Yeah.
How did they afford that apartment in the real world?
We can all do the cool New York guy thing and say, of course, yeah, that apartment, even the other guy's apartment, completely, like they had to be like, you know, they all created Amazon together, you know, but anyways.
But yeah, it's a comedy that takes place, has a main element that's outside of reality.
Yeah, Sam said parodies work generally, yes, like the police squad or the Naked Gun movies, for example, you know. But like Patch Adams would not work because that's like that's literally based on true story. But you know, like even like a lot of like romantic comedies would not work unless it's like the ones about ghosts. There's several ghost fucking movies, right? Like Matthew McConaughey made one
where they fuck ghosts.
Yeah, Ghosts of Girlfriend Past or something. And then there was one with Daenerys Targaryen as like she fucks a ghost or something, right? I don't know. Anyways, but so submit to Elevated Comedy, and you can go to miseryloves.us to make your submission. There's also more of an explanation there about the theme. So then we watch the trailers, and we grade them. And you guys will be given a poll. It's 1 for no, 2 for yes, right, Nate?
Correct. Wait.
And yes. So every trailer, we put up a poll, and you vote 1 for no, 2 for yes. And then depending on the percentage of you that vote yes or no, you get some points. Nate and I get to issue it points. And so every trailer gets some points. And look at your new Goobywood point system animation. Hell yeah, dog.
Dr. Ilium Works made this for us.
Oh, that is
to explain
so
that you can now get 4 points over 95% of the yes. So pretty cool, right?
Well, yeah, Lubaka says, hey, since when did the point system graphic make sense? I'm with Lobes on that one. That's a great surprise. Anyways, very cool. You said who did that? Ilium?
Yep.
Good work, Ilium. And then
Isn't
Nate
that
and I
great?
also vote. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. And first up, though, there's always a video we start with to get everybody in the correct mood. Nate?
Well, you forgot to talk about the
What did I forget something?
the leaderboard.
Oh, there's a leaderboard. Because we do a season. We're in season 6, right?
Season 6. I hit the leaderboard button and nothing happens.
And once,
Now I
yeah, but
gotta
a bunch
find
of
it
puppies
manually.
are flying across the screen, though. So that's fine. Basically, so once somebody hits 100, then the season's over, right? And we go to the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah, well, we haven't done a
Here we
tournament in
are.
a bit because we
Man.
usually do it when Sam and I are together in real life, and I don't think we have hung out in a while. But I'm going out there in January, so maybe we have a shot to do
There you
it
go.
then.
So number first and second place are very close, and got a couple of people not far behind them. So anything can happen, folks. It's like college football. You never know. So only like more cool people. So so that's it. We explained it well, right?
Yeah, we got it. We're doing
All
it.
right, so play the DJ, play that song.
It's all happening.
This thing is nicer than my apartment.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Mr. Musk.
Thriller. That's gonna leave a mark.
She's beauty and she's grace.
Hey, you guys!
It's not a man purse, it's called a satchel.
You can't sit with us.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
As F, you sit on a throne of lies.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, that's what Timmy likes.
Jesus Christ. You know what? It's not that the movies that are being quoted are annoying. Many of the movies being quoted are good movies to me. You know, most of those movies being quoted are popular with everybody. However, the movies being quoted are like the most annoying movies for someone to like, for someone else to talk about liking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I cannot stand one more iota of Goonies talk or fucking Elf, Hangover, whatever. All movies, you know, Goonies is I hate Goonies, but like most people do, and that's fine. But you know, most of the other movies, they're good, but like you just don't want to hear about them anymore. And so there's these people quoting like the movies you are so sick of hearing quoted. But then at the same time, how would we know? How would we recognize a quote if it was a movie that isn't being quoted too much?
I imagine it would suck to work at a bowling alley because, you know, there's not like a ton of bowling movies.
Oh
so you hear
God.
the same quotes all the time.
Dude, I went bowling the other night, and yeah, we were making some references, but nothing too much. But what's funny is the next day, everybody's like ass and like wrists hurt because none of us bowl ever, and we bowled for like 2 hours, which is a lot of balls, you know. So I'm not saying bowling is exercise. So everyone's like, "Fat guy thinks he worked out." No, I know I didn't work out. But you know, it's where you work some weird muscles there that hurt if you don't use them all the time, you know.
No, I've definitely sprained my butt cheek.
Yo, yes, my left butt cheek. So I roll with this hand, right? This ass cheek's still sore.
Yeah, it happens.
And I came home and had to poop, and I was trying to poop, and I'm like, my butt hurt too much to poop. Do you know what I mean? Is that weird to say? No, it's not weird.
We're fine.
I think everybody gets it. Like I'm like I like said it out loud. My daughter was gonna say my daughter was somewhere else. So I knew where she was. She was at her mom's house. So I'm pooping. I'm just like, my butt hurts too much to poop. But Lydia and I are in agreement on something. She says Goonies is low mid, and you cannot change my mind. I agree because, like I always say, who wants to hear children screaming for 2 hours? So Anyways, so there you go. We can start the show now. I think we're set,
okay.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think we have any coming attractions because I have not been up on it, and that's more of a Sam thing. So, Timmy, you want to do the first, thing?
Yep. Let's go with the class.
Can we listen to Diet Aubrey Plaza's new Christmas song? I don't think so. Not because I don't want to. It's just there's no, I don't have it set up into the Trailer Boys thing. It's not really easily. It's not on YouTube.
In other words, no. Here's the trailer.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh fuck! It's 3 minutes long.
Mommy's going to the beauty parlor, darling. But I'm leaving you with your favorite friend, Roger. He's going to take very, very good care of you. Because if he doesn't, he's going back to the science lab.
Cut! What the hell was wrong with that take? Nothing with you, baby Herman. You were great. You were perfect. You were better than perfect. Just Roger. He keeps blowing his lines. Roger, what's this? A tweeting bird? Tweeting bird? Roger, read the script. Look what it says. It says rabbit gets clunked. Rabbit sees stars. Not birds. Stars! Can we lose the playback, please? You're killing me, killing me. For crying out loud, Roger. How the hell many times do we have to do this damn scene? Raoul, I'll be in my trailer. Taking a nap! Excuse me,
Please, Raoul, I can give you stars. Just drop the refrigerator in my head one more time.
Roger, I dropped it on your head 23 times already.
I can take it. Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the refrigerator.
This is the tale of an up-and-coming movie star named Roger Rabbit and a down-and-out private detective named Eddie Valiant.
Ooga booga!
Every moment they were together was a new adventure.
Is that problematic?
Hide me, Eddie! Please!
It's a motion picture about friendship.
Take it easy, will ya? Please, Eddie! Don't show me out. You're making a big mistake.
Love. Compassion.
Well, I'm sorry I yanked your ears.
All the time you yanked my ears?
Murder.
Marvin Acme. The rabbit cacked him last night.
Remember, you never saw me.
Sex.
I'd do anything for my husband, Mr. Valiant. Anything.
And violence.
Tunes gets him every time.
You wouldn't have any idea where the rabbit might be?
Got a thing for rabbits, huh? The whole thing stinks like yesterday's diapers.
It's a comedy a little different from all the rest.
I'm a pig!
I'm a tune.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or you're just happy to see me?
Touchstone Pictures and Steven Spielberg present a Robert Zemeckis film.
We tunes may act idiotic, but we're not stupid.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
All right.
All right, indeed.
Well, that doesn't take place in reality.
No.
Which is too bad. Because that Jessica Rabbit. It was a long trailer, but I mean the thing is the length of that the trailer is long because it starts with that fake out, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I
was like, I don't know if this is a trailer. This might just be a scene from the movie.
I thought it was one of the shorts. Yeah.
I get the setup, like they just took a little bit longer to set up what was going on.
Yeah. But I appreciated that. It made it more fun.
I'm realizing now I was definitely too young to see this movie when I did see it.
Yeah, I showed it to my daughter when she's probably too young. She's probably 5. It's like there's titties bouncing around all the time.
Yeah, like I realized like just now, like this isn't a movie made for kids, like
that's well, it's PG.
But when when it came out,
oh yeah, dude, I'm sure there were toys and McDonald's tie-in toys and all that stuff.
Man, Jessica Rabbit really I couldn't understand. I was like, I like that, and I'm not exactly sure why. but whatever is going on there, I'm super into.
Something about the curves on that drawing make the bottom part of my stomach feel real good. And it moves into my pee-pee hole.
Yeah, something weird happened when I saw Jessica Rabbit. I was just like,
makes me want to go into bed. That makes me want to go to bed early.
This is my favorite thing in the world.
Mom, can I take a bath? What, again?
And let this be a lesson. You know, the lesson as an adult of Roger Rabbit. A goofy, klutzy guy like Roger Rabbit can get a babe like Jessica. Like that, that happens. That's the most grounded in reality thing here.
Every time someone comes across a picture of me with some of the people I've been with, they're like, what?
And it's always a guy.
Yeah,
the guy doesn't understand it, you know?
What? Oh, God doesn't understand how someone like me.
It's not like a woman's going to be like, how does that work? No, it's always like another dude being
you know,
like,
I keep that stuff kind of separate, but Nate, you've seen a couple of people and
yeah,
you get it.
Yeah.
It's like, Timmy, Jesus, what'd you do? And I don't even know.
Timmy dates heaters.
I don't even know what I did. But the other guys in the group, no one's doing too bad. You know, everybody, we all date out of our league. And I think it's a comedy thing. I think you're right, you know?
Yeah.
So. And you as well, man, dude. Last couple of girlfriends of yours that I saw, I was like, all right, you know.
Yeah, and imagine the ones you don't see that are not, you know,
the ones that are too hot for TV.
Yeah,
too hot for Timmy.
But yeah, so that's I think I loved this movie though. Like, I mean, I love the movie.
Fantastic movie.
The trailer, I was fading. I was like, nah, it's just a clip of the thing in the beginning. And then when the voiceover happened, I get that it was mono channel, but like they explained it pretty well. I'm gonna say like the setup. I'm gonna say the trailer started when the voiceover started, right? And I think that was great. You know,
but the prank of the beginning is great, and you know, they showed those Roger Rabbit shorts before other Disney movies for a couple of years. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids had a Roger Rabbit short. But yeah, it's a great trailer. And also, I mean, now this probably shouldn't affect our scoring of it. And so I'm not going to let it. But I will say for people who are younger, for guys our age, I was probably 7, 8 when this movie came out, maybe a little younger. But I definitely remember the ads. And Nate, you were around maybe a year or two older than me, right?
I was like 2 or 3, I think.
No, you're dumb. Anyways, when this movie came out, I remember it, and it like people were like, "Holy fucking shit!" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was in 1988. So I was 7. You would have been what, 9?
2 or 3.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep lying. All right, just keep lying.
I was a baby.
Also, they did some pretty impressive shared universe stuff years before that was common. There's a scene featuring Donald and Daffy Duck. There's a scene featuring Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse at the same time, right? And there's a lot of Warner Brothers Disney crossover and probably some of the other lesser cartoon companies from back in the day. Betty Boop, I think, shows up in it and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I feel without Who Framed Roger Rabbit, we never would have gotten Cool World.
Which I've never even seen that. It looks like it was kind of a swing and a miss, I've always thought, but maybe not.
It's great.
It's good. I'll check it out sometime.
Well, so I'm going to give...
This definitely started Zemeckis as like boner for technology movies. Because he almost always makes technology movies, you know? So
like what?
Well, Roger Rabbit technology. Beowulf, Christmas Carol, a Monster House. Things where he's always pushing like animation, mocap technology, stuff like that. He's always doing. But then he makes but then he made like the movie where Denzel Washington was a drunk pilot.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Like, Flight? I think that's right.
Yeah, I like that one.
Anyways, I give it 2, man. Obviously, I've talked about.
He has to get cocaine before he goes to court.
Been there. I was sitting as a jury on a dumb lawsuit that really had no grounds, but at one point. I was starting to doze off in the middle of the day in the jury box. And there was a lady who was saying that this guy that hit her at the car, when he rear-ended her car, it gave her chronic back pains. And one of the lawyers goes, "Are you sure some of that back pain wasn't due to your large breasts?" And he said it like it wasn't a harassment thing. It was like, it was a total like it was part of the line of questioning, right? But so I was starting to doze. Like it wasn't fucked up that he said that. It sounds that way out of context, but it
sounds hilarious. I would have laughed
right.
out loud.
Well, and I didn't because I was falling asleep. So
those
I'm falling
things
asleep.
are huge.
I fall asleep and then I just hear large breasts. What?
Yes, she does. Oh, Your Honor. Wait, what? No.
Yeah. Oh, large breasts. I'm here. What are we doing? Because the only other time I've been in a court box was between two naked women on Whitest Kids. So, you know,
For real.
I thought that's what happened there.
All right, we have 50 votes. And this was close, but it's going to land on the side of yes with 2 points from chat.
Okay. 2 points for chat, 2 points for me. What do you do? 2?
I'm doing 2 points. Yeah, I thought this
6
was a nail in the head action.
To Green Gobs 27. Well, I think that's a new name. Only new to me.
Green Gobs. You got them green gobs? I actually haven't looked at the list at all.
Those are 3 words I like.
Since the beginning of time, we've looked to the stars and wondered if we are alone. Very soon, we'll wish we were.
We are evil alien conquerors from the planet Comedies, sent here to utterly dominate your planet and annihilate all.
No, that guy.
That's cool.
Behold our swords!
I don't ever want to see you two in here again.
Mr. Breen, the first to be beheaded. Yeah.
The most dangerous place in the universe.
They really are the evil alien conquerors.
Is the space between their ears.
Like Independence Day, except they don't have big ships.
You will be headless, your heads will be ours!
Some people might not line up to be beheaded.
Not a problem.
Whatever.
Nope.
No.
Not a problem.
No. Watch out for the power lines. You guys okay?
We are superior beings.
May we help you, gentlemen?
Great, raging Belkrons! Unibrows!
Lock your doors. Hide your cows.
Prepare to sacrifice your life, cow, so that we may practice beheading.
Oh, cow! We're sorry, cow!
The evil ones have arrived.
This is our mission. Number 1, come to planet Earth. Number 2, annihilate all human life. There is no number 3, develop a drinking problem. Number 4, fall in love with a divorced hussy.
Evil alien conquerors.
Don't make me kill you.
Don't make me kill you.
Don't make me kill you. Don't make me kill you. Don't make me kill you. Don't make me kill you.
How come I've never heard of that before?
That's literally the first thing I was going to say is like, it's something that like, I feel I should have heard about.
That looks terrific. I fucking love Chris Parnell and Diedrich Bader.
Yeah, I think Chris Parnell should be in more shit. I think he's
Fulton Reed.
funny.
I forget the actor's real name. Fulton Reed.
Fulton Reed.
Well, Fulton Reed was the character he played in Mighty Ducks, but that guy was there. He also played Foggy on the Daredevil show.
Yeah. Now I get what you're saying. And then the other guy was in that one episode of 6 Feet Under where he kidnaps a guy. And he was in a movie we just saw recently called Cherry Falls, which is amazing.
You told me that was great.
Yeah, Cherry Falls was super fun.
Like it was like a horror film kind of
Eldon
slasher
Hansen.
murder mystery. Eldon Henson, yes, or Hansen. Yeah. Anyways, yes, yeah. That was good. It was funny and it had a lot of weird shit. And I started to get tired of it, but then I felt like halfway through they started upping the weird shit when Diedrich Bader made that weird noise and they were like getting horny for those girls.
Yeah.
like okay, this is pretty. Let's get weird. They called like the cows life cows. Like it looks like a funny. Like I want to watch it. It looks funny. You know.
Yeah. That's definitely something that's like dumb enough where I'd be like, yeah, I'd watch this. This looks.
You
like
know what it
funny.
is, man. In like a couple more years, some boutique Blu-ray label's going to be like, we're finally doing it, you guys. We're putting out the 7-disc 4K wooden box ultra chrome collectible edition of Evil Alien Conquerors.
I love how like right in the beginning they're like, we are evil alien conquerors, and it's like boom, right in the title.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, Chris Matheson directed this. He is one of the 2 guys who created Bill and Ted.
Okay.
So there's some fucking credentials on the behind the camera too. All right.
It gave me like Bubble Boy vibes, and I feel that's so silly. So I wanted to
Same time frame. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to give it 2 points.
Yeah, me too, man.
I chose it because it looked like I've never heard of this, and then reading the context, it'd say 2 aliens, Dietrich Bader and Chris Parnell, come to Earth to conquer it, but they're really bad at it. Done.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yep.
Those 2 guys, like maybe they riffed something, maybe they improv some shit in it. I was.
There's a couple of submissions that just ended up with a year. See those? 37 and 38. What the fuck is that? That's not the names of the movies. No. Look at that. Isn't that weird? That's weird.
Yeah, maybe they messed up. It's all right.
Okay,
I mean,
anyways.
if you highlight the link.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
okay.
I saw the film.
It looks like a newer person. Maybe they messed up. Okay.
So 2 from me, 2 from you, 3
that's
from
4
chat.
from us, 3 from chat. That was a high 3, so that's a 7-point trailer. Going to lost it. Evil Alien Conquerors, going to Dr. Ilium, creator of the Gooby Points system chart, the animated chart.
And now the reason we don't really pay attention to the names until afterwards is because, like, the fact that Ilium made the show look good has nothing to do with why we graded his trailer so high. You know, it's because the trailer is good. So coming up next is a trailer for something that has been a real thorn in my side the last couple of years, and I know I've seen the trailer a long time ago, so we'll see how it goes. Ready?
In a land of mysterious beauty, in a time of extraordinary legends, in a place of ancient secrets, the greatest hero the world has ever known is about to kick his first butt.
Oh, God.
Now, after a lifetime of training...
Hey, who's he?
I don't know. The Chosen One has returned.
If you truly are the Chosen One, then you must bear the sacred mark.
To deliver the people from the forces of darkness.
All right.
And to check out the hotties.
Be not concerned of her shyness, for it will pass. There you go.
20th Century Fox invites you to feel the fury. Taste the passion.
You are the chosen one. One day, all will be revealed to you.
I'm sorry?
And witness the utter madness.
Oh, is this to the Matrix thing?
Pow. Enter the fist.
So I'll talk about my checkered past. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Anyways, talk about that later. I enjoyed this trailer. The tongue thing got me. What do you think?
Yeah, the tongue was great. This one gets submitted a lot. I think this is the first time we've watched it.
The booby jokes are fun in that.
And Kevin Nealon is great.
Is that is not Kevin Nealon?
It's not him, but I always think it's him.
I know
it always
like
takes.
him. You're right. It looks like him.
Kevin Nealon.
I'll wait for voting so that my mention, what I'm going to say, doesn't color the voting at all. But
oh, really? Well, you get some shade?
no, yeah, it's okay. What?
You got some shade?
I mean, not really. A little bit. But I can intro into it while people still vote without talking about it. So remember, so a year and a half, 2 years ago, of course, there was a whole thing where we did martial arts movies, and we did the thing where you got me to say Karate Kid's the best martial arts movie of all time or whatever. And then last Self-Suck, we were talking about it. And, I thought about it, and I don't think it ever came across in my arguments. But the thing is, when you talk about kung fu movies and people are like, something like Karate Kid is like, it's a great kung fu movie. It's like, well, no, here's the thing. I'm not talking about the quality of the film, the writing, the acting, any of that. I mean, the martial arts. And although, like I said, I've not seen Karate Kid, I have very big doubts that the martial arts between the old man and the kid, the teenager, are going to be up to snuff with a lot of, Hong Kong movies, stuff like that. So that's what I mean. I don't mean that it's a bad movie in any way. I just don't. I don't have faith in it being a great action movie for its martial arts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I bring that up for a reason, and I think we're probably about done voting. So whenever we got 3 from chat. Zach Touchdown says, rate the trailer, not the movie, gang. Zach Touchdown, yeah, that's what we're doing.
No, we're at 2. We're looking at 2 from chat right now.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, 2. So right at 2, and I actually like that trailer a lot, so I'll say 2. What do you think?
I liked it. I liked it.
1.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I enjoyed it, but it wasn't enough to be like, that's a 2 for me. The tongue part was my favorite part. Yeah. It did have a bunch of boobs.
And the boob jokes are kind of funny, so.
I don't know. I don't even remember really seeing this movie, so it's like, people say like vote for it based on the trailer. I don't know. I feel it doesn't get a 2 for me.
So, okay. 5 points then. It looks like what we're landing on. So, and that is 2. World's Worst Boy.
World's Worst Boy.
So here's the deal with me in this movie. So as we all know, and as I just proved yet again, I'm a nerdy guy about kung fu movies. I love the old Shaw Brothers movies. I actually today saw one I've been wanting to watch forever and finally got on Blu-ray recently and watched for the first time today, Iron Monkey, which is fucking fantastic. 1992. So it's, got more wire fighting stuff. Donnie Yen, one of his first starring roles, really good. Anyway, so I love kung fu movies. Now, whenever I mention it on social media, anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, there's always one person that says Kung Pao Enter the Fist is the best kung fu movie of all time. And there's 2 things I don't like about that. A, I hate it when people are objective with their movie opinions. You know what I mean? That movie's bad. Well, you think it's bad. You know what I mean? This movie's the best. You think this movie's the best.
Well, I mean, obviously, because there is an objective winner of the genre, and it's obviously Karate Kid.
Right. So if it's not that, then you're full of shit. But anyway, so and hey, just because I explained my thoughts, that doesn't mean I ever want that joke to go away. It's great. Anyway, so people were like, Kung Pao Enter the Fist is the best kung fu movie ever. First of all, that's not a thing that can happen because like we said, you can't be objective about it. Secondly, absolutely not. Like, it's not a real kung fu movie. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, what I just saw, it's funny, looks like fun, and me having a very deep understanding of the genre now, I probably really enjoy watching that. And I'm sure the dude that made it probably understands the genre too. As people were saying in chat, he also makes Thumb Wars. You know what I mean? Or made Thumb Wars. I don't know if they're still making one. Maybe they will. But anyways, so it's probably enjoyable. But I mean, hello, it's all like, if you're gonna quantify a kung fu movie, you should at least consider the kung fu and like the action and kung fu, which actually means like your method and training and your expertise. That's like literally what the phrase means, So it's like, well, he's just like doing goofy cartoony stuff, which is fine. That's obviously what that movie calls for. But it's like, I don't even think he should consider it an actual martial arts movie. It's a parody movie. It's a what are we doing tonight? It's a elevated comedy, right?
Would you consider Kung Fu Hustle parody?
No, because there's actual kung fu in that movie too. I know what you're thinking about, but there's also kung fu filmmaking in it. But it does skirt parody too, the way they do like you know what? Yeah, I mean a little bit. I think everything Stephen Chow does has at least all of his comedy movies like that have an element of parody, and a lot of real kung fu movies have humor in them. But a lot of people think if a movie's funny, it's a parody too, which isn't true. But I think Kung Fu Hustle, they get to a point where you could almost call it a parody, but to me, I mean, it's almost like it's just a fucking Looney Tunes movie. You know what I mean? Whereas this is trying to be funny, and it's like making fun of specific things. Whereas Kung Fu Hustle is like Stephen Chow taking his love for it to this other weird level because he's just a weird guy. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you, do you distinguish Kung Fu movies and like karate movies and like ninja movies and samurai? You're like, this is a Kung Fu movie.
You call them all martial arts movies.
Okay.
You call them all martial arts movies. However, you can break the shit down further.
But do you personally?
Well, no, I mean, for what?
If you're going to have a discussion with somebody about like the best Kung Fu movie, are you
I'll
like,
talk about Kung Fu movies.
Oh, okay. So you would.
I'm not going to talk about Seven Samurai. I'm not going to talk about Enter the Ninja. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you're talking about martial arts movies, then yes. But the idea of the Kung Fu movie, even though the term Kung Fu is not really a specific fighting style, it refers to Chinese martial arts, and there's many, many, many styles in schools, right? But however, like there's so many specific Kung Fu things that movies Kung Pao's making fun of, and that are in a lot of those movies. It's like, the very huge focus on the master and the student. There's a very big focus on like schools and stuff. And like often the plot has to do with Kung Fu. And if it doesn't, then it's probably going to be about the Chinese common man being oppressed, because most of those movies are about that too. So, it all ties in, but also then you just go back to just the martial art itself. Yeah, it looks different. It's different than, ninjutsu or karate or Krav Maga or whatever, so.
I like the trope of the high school student being new in town, and then he gets bullied.
This is where you can tell people who do comedy all the time to someone who just hangs out with comedians. Nate's really funny, but he doesn't know how not to beat the ever-loving shit out of a bit too quickly.
No, I'm annoying.
No, you're not annoying. What did we say earlier?
I'm just that trope. That trope.
What?
Of, like new kids in town and, the rival dojo guy, it's in all those movies.
There's some Kung Fu movies, like real legit, considered some of the best Kung Fu movies of all time, Shaw Brothers and all that stuff, that are that trope. It's actually a fairly common one. Of the country bumpkin comes to the city, gets corrupted, and then like learns the error of his ways, often giving up his life. But but there's also a lot of good ones. Gordon Liu made a lot of these where he's like some kind of like little fucking prick who has something horrible happen and has to get trained, so that's kind of similar to what you're talking about, and there are a couple that are more specifically like he's getting bullied in school,
Yeah.
Punish Lower says, I have a completely
like
serious question. Punish Lower says, I have a serious question. Timmy, since you're such a big fan of martial arts movies, how come you don't care for martial arts anime? To which I say, show me where I said that. But yeah, right. But,
we're gonna wait. No.
All right. Just,
Timmy's right. No, you guys
I've
are
never
wrong.
seen you eat a
So
carrot. Why do you
fuck
hate carrots? No, I'm not saying that's not a right or wrong thing, man.
No. Timmy's right. Everyone in chat is wrong.
Nate, I never said that.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's not how this shit works.
Okay,
and I don't like it because when you say that, because there's too many people that we don't know in there that don't know how to take jokes. I love all of Goobywood, but there's people in there we don't know that's doing that.
Yeah. Some of you people are not funny.
Like Laser Shorts 2 says, just made this chat. And by the way, he has no, they have, what's it got to be a he, I bet. Has no icons by their name. Quote, don't beat this into the ground. However, here's another 5-minute rant. Completely different thing. See, they don't get it. Anyways, well, you know what I mean, right, Nate? I mean, we're like different subjects. I time them out because I don't like them and I can do that. Yeah, man, it's, But the thing is, it's like I haven't watched a lot of anime. If you want to tell me here's some good martial arts anime to watch, cool. I'll put it on a list that I lose on my desktop.
I won't watch it.
Well, I was saying that in a nicer way.
I just don't trust chat's opinion enough to suggest things to me.
Every time it's always wrong about everything. So
every time someone in chat suggests a movie we watch, like a dog dies, Abby Sally, or like it's the worst movie I've ever seen, Girl. Also,
let's just go back to a few minutes ago when I said every time I mention Kung Fu movie, someone says Kung Pao is the best Kung Fu movie. It might be a great parody, but, unless I turn it on and there's something that's not in the trailer, just like 15 minutes of Jet Li just fucking showing off, then maybe, okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, Romeo Must Die was objectively the best Kung Fu movie. Anyway, next trailer.
I have never seen that one or the other one he did. There's two. Romeo Must Die, and what's the other one he did with DMX?
Okay, Dennis, take a step to your left.
I don't know either.
Bob, let's see that smile.
Don't you talk about my face
Hey,
he doesn't
that's that guy we know.
anymore.
Oh, I'm losing Twilson. If you could just rotate him forward from
Neil.
Perfect.
You were here first. I'm never first. Julian, what is he doing?
Julian, are you a dog now?
It's him.
Oh, Julian, you need your glasses to see the board. I miss Cuban. I have Julian here. He's a dog now.
Hi, Julian.
Raja, you can play with Julian at recess.
So fast, incredible.
Oh,
that's who you were meant to be. My son.
Julian's not invited back to Rocket Math.
Did you think he was going to become an accountant?
Wait a second. Wrong husband.
What's he do?
Lisa, who's an
He's
SNL.
like your friend.
And there's our buddy Neil from
Lisa,
the
do you want
UCBI.
her? Are you
Last name
sure?
escapes me.
Take her. She's yours now.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy. Would it be possible for me to get the baby I gave you back?
I don't know, Jill.
It doesn't hurt to ask, right?
It did hurt. I didn't like it.
Julianne, wash up. Dinner's ready.
No, it's not.
Is everything okay?
I've heard so many raves about this movie over the years and never watched it.
Lisa, you're pregnant?
I
We're finally getting
Jill,
there.
are you happy?
I don't know.
Maybe you should get a divorce.
Oh, I've done that by accident. Oh.
I have to get out of here.
Out of bounds.
That guy. Yeah, who's that guy? Wait. Was that that referee guy's he's in that fucking AMC video we watch?
Oh my God.
Dude, it was him. It's the guy that does the Eddie Murphy reference. Right at the beginning of it.
I have to get out of here.
No, you gotta listen to his voice too.
Out of here.
Out of bounds.
It's that guy, right? It's gotta be the guy.
It's all happening.
This thing is nicer than my apartment.
Right?
Oh my
It's that
God.
guy. That's so fucking right. Oh wow. All right. Well, I have to give it. I think it's time for us to unite the seal. Just because of that. Honestly, though, that was a fantastic trailer.
Yeah. It was
that dude.
very
was
fucking
sitting.
weird. Very fucking weird.
I've heard a lot of my friends talk about it, and you know, I as I mentioned a few times, Neil, we just hang out with that guy all the time. And did some stuff with him. He's great. He's in there. But you know, I've heard a lot of friends. I think maybe the people who wrote it might be people we kind of run into once in a while. I forget. But anyways, I've always heard it looks great, and it looks great. So I should watch it. You know?
I think I want to see that. So the context says delightfully weird movie set in a bright suburb where soccer moms constantly compete against each other in their personal lives. A kid falls into a pool and turns into a dog. It's weird. Love it.
That sounds good. Sounds good. I'm in.
Love it.
So 2 from Timster.
2 for me. This had so many things that I was like,
Neil Casey,
okay.
Thank you. Good God. I knew the guy for a long time. Just his last name was slipping my mind. Thank you. Anyways, what, Nate? Sorry. Neil, for watching. I love you. Anyways.
I'm always looking for that one thing in a trailer that I'm like, yep, this did it. This trailer actually had like too many of those weird things, but I think the whole It was good. Like, it got me right from the beginning. I was like, yes, all of it, yes. And then the kid turning into a dog was just really, really fun.
So when she's gonna cut her braces, I have braces for many years, and like, what the hell was that? I think she's still watching TV. Oh, I gotta go make my daughter go to bed.
Go beat her.
No.
That's how you
I didn't
teach
think you
kids.
can say that on a stream anymore. What now?
Go beat the shit out of your kid. You're allowed to. You own her. She's your daughter. She came from your balls.
You know what's crazy? There's still people who think that way.
Me.
Those dudes that hold the yeah, you.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that to me.
When your daughter gets engaged, you're gonna stand in the background of the photo holding a shotgun, that kind of thing. I'm only loaning you this vagina, dude.
If she's pregnant, Timmy?
That's the message those have. No. Have you ever seen those? There'll be an engagement photo of some girl and a guy, and her dad's always like.
But she's always pregnant. She's like, "Whoops, we're getting married sooner than we thought."
Well, but no, not even that. It's the message is not that. You're thinking shotgun wedding. The message in those photos is the dad has sexual ownership over his child, which is fucking creepy. It's like, you're not allowed to take her and do that. It's like, well, why not? Do you want to? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is what are you saying here, man, with the gun? You know? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go tell my kid to go to bed. I'm gonna be nice to her, and that's that's how it's gonna be.
Good. I'm gonna be quiet. I usually use this thing up here, mark edit points, and I have a button that does it, and it's not doing it. So I'm annoyed that it doesn't work right now, so I apologize. Some dads are creepy. That's true. Promise ring creeps. Yeah, that's some people have sex with their friends' dads. Also true. Real Nate hours. What does that mean? Can't you mark the edit points by if Timmy is in the shot? It exports into a text file with the time code. So I hit that button and it writes it to a text file. Now is when you're supposed to talk mad shit and then leave it on the VOD. Oh, talk mad shit about Timmy?
What?
Nothing.
Oh. Well, you know what? That chat comment used the wrong form of yours, so they can suck a butt. You ready?
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing.
It never happens on the internet. Everybody. Really
all right, so I also give this 2 points. Timmy said 2 points.
Oh, we didn't finish. Chat gave it 3.
I was waiting for you because if I finish it while you're not here and then I edit out the part of me not saying anything, it doesn't make sense. So, 79.1%, that's over the 3-point threshold. So that's 3 plus 4, that's 7 points going to, what was the movie called? Greener Grass. 7 points going to Greener Grass, submitted by Beachy, That Makes You Old. Cool. We watched another Gramps movie on his Saved Sunday series.
Can you resort by name, by the way, please, my friend?
Yeah, it was rough. There you go.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Okay, so here's mine. And I'm gonna hit play. Except for the first one, we've been nailing the lengths on these trailers. Hey, it's a Christmas theme. Oh my god, that's cute. Nate, have you seen this film? This movie? Whatever?
No.
Oh, it's great, man.
Lars, give me a hand with this.
The I like that guy.
Brothers have inherited their father's old house.
Sorry, Pop. I'm sorry.
Not Nathan Lane, the other guy.
Fixing it up could bring them a fortune.
We can make 800,000 easy.
Smart.
Our future is staring us in the face, and all we have to do is grab it, baste it, and scarf it down.
There's just one small problem.
Hello.
Hello.
Are they using Christmas music, but it's
DreamWorks
not at
Pictures
Christmas?
proudly presents Nathan Lane.
We need a cat. I'm talking one mean pussy.
I don't know if this is actually Christmas music. It was just used in
Nutcracker
And
Suite.
Christopher Walken as
It's literally
Caesar
written for
the
Christmas,
Exterminator.
Miller.
It's just a mouse.
Hey!
More of that. If he snaps one of these babies, one of them has to nab him.
Mouse Hunt.
Lee Evans, that's that guy. Lee Evans, that's great. That was a great trailer.
Yeah.
That movie's fantastic, by the way. Pop quiz hot shot. Which award-winning, critically lauded, very successful talking animal movie do you think came out like 2 years before this one? It kind of makes it obvious in this trailer. Babe.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the same narrator.
Oh.
And
I mean, that
obviously
narrator
very
voice is pretty iconic, though, too,
yeah.
right?
And yeah, but I think he might be iconic because of Babe, but also it just has very babish qualities to it. You know what I mean?
Babish
Like
qualities. I think babish qualities are something else, my friend.
I know those too, but cinematography, and just kind of the way the shots are composed, and just the way the kind of world of the movie looked, kind of similar vibes.
What I liked about this one was that it was pretty much like a live action cartoon.
Yes. Yep. And he's like, it starts out with the mouse like putting himself in his little bed. That was fucking adorable.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's being almost being murdered by these two idiots for the rest of the movie, who, they also accidentally slide their dad's body out of the casket, it shoots up in the air down a manhole or whatever happened.
Hilarious.
There.
Hilarious. I forgot about that part.
It's happened to all of us,
Yeah. It's like that. I think you should leave.
Why do you think we're not releasing footage of Trevor's funeral, you guys?
That was pretty crazy.
They're still, when we say Trevor's part of a tree, we mean he's stuck in a tree still. We're figuring it out. That's horrible. Anyways.
Casket flop.
Co-written by Adam Rifkin. Okay, yeah, and the director's Gore Verbinski, who is an underrated, weird, like journeyman director who like kind of just takes jobs, but kind of puts his own spin on things too. So
yeah, that looked like it definitely had an interesting vibe to it.
Yeah, it's good. I haven't seen it in a long time, and I should watch it again, especially since it seems like it's got a Christmas vibe to it, and I'm sure my daughter would like it. So. I probably watched it with her, but I'm the kind of guy I could have watched a kid's movie by myself. I've watched Babe by myself and just cried my ass out. So. I feel like I've only given 2 so far, but it's been good so far. So
yeah, I can't fuck with this either. So that's going to be 2 for me.
For the Slut Boy, 2 points
chat
for
looks
the
like 3. So I think it's another
7 to. Where'd it go? Oh, Zach touchdown. There we go.
Yeah, Zach touchdown. Yeah.
Now here's the thing, though, and I didn't even catch this context before. The trailers for this movie should have been better, should they? But I really like the not quite reality vibe, and Lee Evans hitting his head is just brilliant. I wouldn't be shocked if I or anyone else who submitted this see a challenge issued. Great movie, though. I know that isn't the point of T-Boys, but I love the movie. The line of why can't I ever see the whole thing?
If you double click it, does it expand the thing for you?
No, it says there was a problem.
On the spreadsheet?
Yes.
Huh.
I've told you this 1,000 times. You never believe me. It's because you don't give me like editing capabilities or something like that.
I'm looking at it and it says you're an editor.
Well, then how come I can't do anything? Please contact the spreadsheet owner to remove protection if you need to edit. Bam. Anyways, 7 points to Zach touchdown.
I mean, if you're logged on in the correct, I think you are because I can see your thing, but I just looked at the sharing thing. Like if you we're editing this out too. If you go up to the top and hit like share on the top right corner, the blue button, right?
Yeah, I know what that is.
And then it lists all the names of people next to your name. Does it say editor?
Yes. However, I'm not the owner, so I think you have to give me other access.
There's only, I can't even give owner. It's viewer, commentator, or editor.
Well, I don't know, but how come it doesn't let me do that? And it says, please contact the spreadsheet owner to remove protection if you need to edit. So there's got to be some sort of protection thing somewhere that you can figure this out. So, but anyways, because it's always been a thing. Every time I mention it, it gets kind of swept under the rug, which is fine. But it would be cool to fix it sometime.
What if I make this cell
you can just
larger?
do that.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't even let me do that, by the way. It says there's a problem. Please contact the spreadsheet owner. You know, so
weird.
Yeah. And it doesn't let me do this either. Like where if I go up here, like that top box where it says FX, I can't look at it that way either. It's just a whole, that's all fucked up. So I'll Google some Google Doc rules and figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
You got a trailer ready?
Oh, fuck. Yes, I did. And then I lost my place. Sorry. All right, here we go.
Panwell says it's not a true Christmas movie. I'm okay with that.
There was more to Barney Springboro than his mind. There was more to Peyton Nichols than what met the eye.
Smile!
And on that day when Barney got the power, it was Peyton who knew exactly what to do with it.
I can make things fly around. I can move things.
He guided Barney.
I got it all figured out. You do your thing. We'll make a fortune.
And he advised him in the fine art of dealing with parents. In the mysterious ways of women.
Wow. How many of that?
And in the unpredictable laws of chance.
You're a winner.
Together, they used the power and took the world for a ride. And found their way into the hearts of every woman.
I don't want you to do anything you don't want to.
You don't?
No. I have way too much respect for you, Jane.
You do?
Who plays
But
Jane?
Peyton never warned Barney about one thing.
I think it's Terry Garr.
Falling
It's not
in
Terry
love.
Gar?
I know. I'm like, Nate
summer
thinks
with
that's Terry Garr.
I do think it's Terry Gar.
Starring Scott Baio,
I think it's a little
Willie
it might be a
Ames,
little too old
Albert
for-
Einstein, Scatman Crothers, his
Scatman
over-persuasive wife,
You ugly spasm.
an outrageous pair, an incredible pair, one spaced-out Vulcan, one spaced-out dummy, a team of professional
It might be, man,
exorcists,
but I just think it's a
and
little
a half-naked cast of thousands. All come together in Zapped, a movie that's out of this world and out of its mind.
Not seeing Terry Garr on the cast list. Anyways, okay. Well, I guess what's up?
Hardy Fish says this is what would have happened if Carrie was a dude.
You know what? That's funny because it's like, like when teen and preteen girls get into drama and stuff, and like, every once in a while I have to have a talk about like, oh, it's it's gonna be okay and stuff. And but like the thing is I never dealt with this because when dudes are 12 or 13 and they have drama, it was just one of them punches the other one in the dick, and then it's over, and you just your buddies again. And I'm like, and because you guys don't have dicks, it creates this whole drama situation.
Disney remade this film for a kids movie
with Zendaya. Yeah, I just found that when I was trying to look up the cast. I believe the hot lady in this is Heather Thomas. So no Terry Garr, but man, it sure does look like her. But see, I think she'd be a little too old, even by Hollywood standards, where you can be 70 and play a teenager. I think Terry Garr was maybe out of that range. So, but okay, so let's talk about the trailer. So I've said this before, I hate the style where the narrator just tells you fucking everything about the movie. And like it doesn't even give the scenes from the film a chance to be themselves and show you what it's about instead of tell you. Show, don't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It annoys me, and that makes me not like this. I did like how they like it worked their way into the heart of every woman. It's like not the heart of women or the heart of the woman he loves. They're in the heart of every woman. Like they just successfully get into the heart of every woman.
Hell yeah.
I love that. I like that. That was funny. I like the weird thing at the end with Scatman Carruthers and Albert Einstein. What?
So that's where it turned for me, because I was like, obviously this movie has things I like, but it was like, you know, like it was whatever, you know, like if I was a little kid and it's like, oh, I have psychic powers, this is what I would do with it. Yeah, make girls' shirts pop off. Mm-hmm. But the trailer turned for me when it was like Albert Einstein and just started going apeshit. You know, like possessed, a possessed mannequin's dummy or whatever. Ventriloquist's dummy.
So dude, when you Heather Thomas's IMDb page, it has that picture of her with the sweater popping off because it's probably her most famous role. But that's the second movie tonight where someone's shirt pops open, you see their boobies in a bra.
I feel like it might be the third though. Is it really only the second?
Well, Kung Pao had that. This had that. What else? It wasn't in Mouse Hunt. I chose a family film. You fucking pervert.
This is a family film. This was remade by Disney. But I am giving this 2 points.
I am, I did like all that stuff at the end. I just hate that narration. When will they learn? When will those trailers from 40 years ago learn? All right, I'll give it 1.
All right,
that's happen at some point.
3 points from the boys, and chat wasn't really feeling this, so it's getting 2, so it's going to be 5 points total. Going to Rex Bosworth, 5 points. A high school nerd is messing around in the chemistry room and gains the power to psychically move things. He, of course, uses it to win fights, sexually harass girls, get back at adults, and scam a fortune. Feature classic voiceover guy that's not Don LaFontaine. Scott Bio, Scatman Carruthers, and his wife with a rocket launcher parody Star Trek. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And Exorcist scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had some weird parts to it. So, yay.
This is going to be a very different kind of trailer, and we'll see what happens. Man, it's one of the 3 Japanese words you know. Akira.
間違っても君は勝ってはならない。悪役に徹してくれってやつだね。俺は真剣勝負ですか。勝つことでみんなから愛され。愛されたいだと？このイカの化け物が。
I like that shot.
もっと強く。
最強の敵シャコボクサーに果たしてイカレスラーは立ち向かえるのか。
秘策がある。
Oh my god.
感動を与える試合っていうのはね、伝わるんですよ。おりゃよ
風が泣き海が震える感動のドラマ。今始まる壮絶なシーフードバトルロワイヤル。イカレスラー。イカ臭くてごめんよ。
I like the sting at the end. Okay. Nate, the reason I said that, I was watching one of our older streams, and we got talking about anime, and something about, you said you only like 3 or 4 anime, and I said, I bet you like the same 3 or 4 anime that every white person says they like. And you were like, I like Akira. I like Spirited Away. And I'm like, and Ninja Scroll. You're like, Ninja Scroll. But I'm the
Fist
same
of
way,
the
man.
North Star.
Yep. That one too. Yep. I'm the same way. Well, that's why it's like I haven't seen very many martial arts animes. Also, the thing is it's animation. And so to me, martial arts is like that's why when I watch like a wire fu kind of movie, it's still, I mean, it's awesome. Some of them are, and you still have to have physical skill involved. But for me, the old ones where it's just two guys being very fucking talented is cool. Anyways, this trailer was great. And I loved how, at least I thought it was great. And I loved how it starts with this, like, okay, there's an octopus, calamari, whatever. And it didn't stop getting weirder after that. And then they have this like little sunset shot, and then another monster came in, and like I like that.
Honestly, what was funny to me is like it took me too long to figure out that, because I'm not understanding what they're saying.
Well,
so I'm like, is it a guy in a costume?
No, it looked like it was actually a monster.
Yeah. I mean, I get now that it was supposed to be like an actual like squid monster, but I was like, for too long I was like, so the guy, that's his gimmick, he's a squid, but no, it's an actual squid. The calamari wrestler.
Yep, octopus versus lobster must face off in the squared circle.
Wait, did you see lobster in that?
Yeah, that's what the other monster was at the end. Well, it said lobster ? Because it doesn't really make it clear.
I don't know if I noticed that.
You didn't notice there was a second monster? Right before that. Right before the training shot. Right here. See? See, that's why I love this. It's like seafood battling each other, but there's like, it looks like it's the plot of a Rocky movie.
It reminds me of college. These guys at no, like actual college. So the Museum of Fine Arts has a college in Boston. And these guys that went there, they would do this rumble in the atrium. And like SMFA was very much like art high school. Like it was a very small college, but it was right next to the museum. So it was like all hip, trendy kids, and so these guys did this thing called Kaiju Big Battle, and it was just like this. It was insane.
I know of that. Yeah, I think I've seen. I maybe went to one of those shows once.
I think it ended up getting kind of big, and they traveled a lot for it. I think they might still do it, but it was like insane. They used to just do it like once a month at the college, and it was just a huge party.
Someone said, I think Nate would like Cowboy Bebop, and I rescind my previous statement. In that old clip, he doesn't say Spirited Away. I said, I bet you like, Nate's like, I only like 4 anime. And I'm like, I bet there's the same 4 anime every white guy likes. And he said, I like Akira, I like Cowboy Bebop, Fist of the North Star. And I'm like, and your fourth one is either Vampire Hunter D or Ninja Scroll. You're like, well, but Ninja Scroll's good.
Yeah, I mean, Vampire Hunter D is great too, but it's not in my top. I like the basic shit but I don't like Miyazaki movies.
You don't?
I think they're corny. Yeah. Ponyo.
I don't mind it. That's the thing is like in a lot of Asian film of lots of genres, it has a lot more hard on their sleeve melodrama kind of thing going on. And I love that, and I think it works for a lot of their stuff. But yeah, Miyazaki definitely does that.
Not for me.
Well, I mean, he does that in his films, and if it's not, oh, you mean he doesn't do it for you? Okay, I get it.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. There's one people keep telling me about called like Fancy Pants Spaceman that I haven't seen yet, but I want to see. Fancy Pants.
No idea what that.
Sparkle Boy.
Sure.
It's by the Cowboy Bebop guy. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's probably good then. Okay.
Space Dandy. Thank you very much. Space Dandy.
Okay, I've heard of that. Okay, so I give this 2 points. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I'll give 1 point.
And
I liked it. But it just didn't have that one thing for me, Yeah,
because you didn't notice it.
No, for real. Yeah. It kind of was just like a lot of just crazy stuff. Yeah. No, it didn't even, and I was like staring right at it. I was like, oh, okay, that's what that was.
So it's not that it wasn't in there, it's just that you're bad at seeing things. Is that what you're saying?
My brain didn't process it. It was in Japanese.
That's the trailer's fault, though. I see that.
I'm a big, here's the thing. Here's a hot take that I think would get under your skin, and I'm not doing this on purpose, but I'm a big dub guy. I like dubs over subs.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Although I do subs on fuck you. I do like you can come back.
I'm back.
Netflix has acquired a lot of like international TV shows, like all these platforms are trying to acquire things. And so I watched something and the dub was very good. And it turns out that they've like, they were pulling in so many international things that they actually started putting money into their own dubs of things and having like real actors and directors for it. And so a lot of these Netflix dubs for things are fucking amazing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, so a lot of people don't like it. I'd say give it a chance.
Okay. So, yes, I generally like seeing them speak in their own language and read the subtitles. However, a lot of international movies, especially older ones, like I've been talking about the 70s Kung Fu movies, a lot of those did it. Spaghetti Westerns did it. Lots of stuff from Italy did it, where they didn't even record dialogue in sync. And so it's all dubbed no matter what language you're watching in. So if you want to watch English, fucking go ahead. It's not taking away from the art of the film at all. You know what I mean? If it's a newer film or something where they did shoot the dialogue in sync with the movie, like Seven Samurai or something, I like to see the actors' mouths and the words they're saying match up. And so I put it, in the language of subtitles. But like I said, a lot of the times it doesn't really matter. They intended for you to watch it in whatever language you want to, They would shoot it that way with not syncing up the language. So like especially in Hong Kong, you had two different dialects of Chinese that they had to deal with. So we're going to shoot it. Some of these guys are going to be speaking Cantonese. Some of these guys are going to speak in Mandarin. Some of these guys will be speaking Thai. And we're just going to fucking dub it for whatever country it's in, So whereas, and I know that you brought it up, and of course I was kidding because obviously I don't really care, but it is a thing that some people get snooty about with foreign movies. Like, you shouldn't watch it with the dubs. Well, a lot of the times when you get into the genre stuff, especially, it's already dubbed. So like, there's no fucking pearls to clutch there, Mythic says they all took lessons off that Police Academy guy to do that. That guy has played Watertown recently, like a year or two ago. Michael Winslow.
This one got 5 points, Timmy. Who submitted it?
5 points to a person. Flanja. I think that's going to keep Flange's position. Flange's in first or second?
Second.
Yeah, I think it's going to keep him square there at least. Who's in first? I forget.
It's who's on first. Anyway,
please don't try and do that bit.
I'm not even gonna. I was like, I'm pulling away from that right away.
That is, right. Nobody should try and do that. Okay. Oh, hell yeah.
She hates me. She hates me. She's disappointed. I could see it in her eyes when we met. I've got to stop sweating. Oh, she looked at my hairline. She thinks I'm bald. She's thinking I would never in a million years sleep with this guy.
We think you're great.
Oh, thanks. Wow, that's nice to hear. To begin, coffee would help me think. Coffee and a muffin. I'm going up to Santa Barbara this Saturday, and I was wondering...
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So I'll just be right back with your pie then.
Drum roll, please. I'm gonna be a screenwriter, like you.
I'm putting in a chase sequence. So the killer flees on horseback, cops after them on a motorcycle. And it's like a battle between motors and horses. Like technology versus horse.
How many good-looking women are in this movie? Come on.
You want to make it into a movie?
Every scene was like a different...
To care about something
pretty lady.
passionately.
Good job.
Don LaRoche is a tall guy, sharply handsome.
The book has no story. There's no story. Make one up. Okay, we open with LaRoche. No, we open at the beginning of time. Okay, we open with LaRoche. Crazy white man. We open on Charlie Kaufman. Fat, bald, ugly, paces. I've written myself into my screenplay. That's kind of weird, huh?
I guess we thought that maybe Susan and LaRoche could fall in love.
I just don't want to ruin it by making it a Hollywood thing. It's like I don't want to cram in sex or guns or car chases or characters overcoming obstacles to succeed in the end. She's crying. What's she hiding from us? I think you actually need to speak to this woman to know her.
People find love, people lose it. Every day, someone somewhere takes a conscious decision to destroy someone else.
This is our last dance. This is our last dance.
Who's gonna play me?
Oh, I'm like...
I think I should play me.
Under pressure. Under pressure.
Spike Jones.
Yeah, that was their follow-up to being John Malkovich. Yeah, Jones and Coffin. You could pick any of their movies for this. For this.
How many movies have they done together?
Together, only the 2, I think. But then they both split off and have done a number of weird fucking comedies. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Spike Jones did Her. Kaufman did Welcome to Schenectady and No Melissa. And you know, there's and then there's you know, Kaufman's collaborated with Michelle Gondry a couple times. So all of that.
And No Melissa, is that the one where the puppets and the puppet goes down on the other puppet?
I think so, yeah.
There's a cunnilingus puppetry scene.
I haven't seen it, I just know of it, but yeah. Sounds like that's it. That was a good trailer, man. And I've not seen that movie since it came out. I really need to see it again.
I don't even remember it. I feel like I did see it. Man, Nicolas Cage was great in that with like the two separate, like you could definitely tell the different personalities between the two brothers, right?
I love how he does that, man. He'll just like do a bunch of direct-to-video crap. And then every couple of years, he's like, oh, by the way, I'm like one of the best actors of my generation.
I haven't seen Team America.
I gotta go. My daughter's yelling for me. Hold on.
Okay. I haven't seen Team America. But it's Anomalisa. Anomalisa. I don't know how to pronounce it. There is an oddly, I wouldn't say graphic sex scene, but it's like detailed. It's so fucking weird. And I remember watching it being like, this is weird. This is weird. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Team America. But yeah, this isn't every single position. This was maybe I have it wrong, but I feel like that's what happened. Anyway, has anyone seen Anomalisa? Fuck it. We're talking about adaptation. It seemed really cool. This seems like a movie I want to watch like now, you know. It also seems weird. Fine. I like weird things.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, still talking about this movie. It seemed fucking weird. And
it is weird.
I like the noodle benders. So I'm going to say 2 points for this.
What's noodle benders?
Just, you know, weird that make your brain
gotcha.
Do things.
Well, it has that same tone that Malkovich had, which it's like, it's kind of got this like something almost like very depressing or sinister under it, even though it comes across as kind of lighthearted and quirky.
The trailer or the movie itself?
Well, I feel like that trailer maybe had it a little bit like something amiss.
Yeah.
You know, so anyways, 2 from the Slut Boy.
I really like Chris Cooper too.
He's great, man.
He actually lives down the street.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Will you tell him I like him?
I never see him. I have met him once. We did an event at the club for Tom Perrotta, the author, and him and his wife. His wife is also a comedic actress. I don't know a ton of stuff she's been in. She was in like the Three Stooges movie. And I think she was in Sopranos. But they were super nice. Like Chris Cooper as an actor, like every character he plays, there's always something kind of hard about him, you know? Mm-hmm. But I could not believe how outgoing they were. So
yeah, a lot of them are those tough guys are like that in real life.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. Well, it's, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I thought this person would be a dickhead, but you know, they said not hi to me and they were nice. This was like beyond, like they were like very engaging and like I was like, you don't have to talk to me. I'm just working.
Moondog says,
But,
never seen it. Was it elevated? Coffin, so it must be, but didn't catch it in the trailer. I don't see how you wouldn't catch that as an elevated comedy. It's clearly got a lot of warping of reality going on. But I don't know. Anyways, what do you think, man? I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No. That actually pauses me.
I like to point my finger and laugh at people.
Because how is it outside of reality? It's a guy writing a book, right? He's a writer.
Right. And then he starts writing himself into it. And like some of the characters, well, the thing, you know what it is, and maybe I should rescind my 2 now that I think about it, because when you see the movie, the reality is very questionable in the movie.
Okay.
Because it's like, he's writing himself into the books, or the scenes you're seeing, the movie, like, are the scenes you're seeing at times the movie he's writing or the movie you're watching, and is his brother real? I
didn't get that in the trailer. That his brother might not be real.
So now I'm kind of seeing what Moondoggy's point is, because it is, I was maybe letting my familiarity with the movie color my opinion too much, but yeah, it's kind of not the easiest to see that, So, yeah.
You know what? I liked it and I want to watch it, but I do agree that the trailer doesn't do a great job explaining that. So I'm going to give it 1 point.
They didn't make the trailer just be like, in 20 years, a couple of doughboys might have a Twitch show that we need to fit into a theme. Like the trailer obviously makes the movie look great, and it got people to watch it. But I don't think it's quite there with the theme. Mundo, Coffin's name alone makes it for a theme. Well, yeah, that's why I'm kind of borderline back and forth. But it's the thing is we like to judge these trailers based on the trailer, period.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a point off.
I'm gonna do 1.
I'm doing 1 too. So that is 2 points. Slut Boys. No. Mm-hmm. 2 points total. And then chat has given it 2 points as well. So it's 4 points.
There's
total.
4 points. Yeah.
4 points total. Going to adaptation from the writers of the Dana Carvey Show and Blue Crush, and the director of like a million music videos, comes one of Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage's best roles. He did look in that. Panwall. There we go.
Yeah, Charlie Kaufman wrote on the Dana Carvey Show.
Moondoggy, talked yourself out of more points.
Why? Wait, who got those points?
Panwall.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying,
okay.
if
Moondoggy
didn't say anything, Panwall would have got more points.
Oh, yeah. Really? Ready? This one might not.
There it is, Planet Druidian. And underneath the air shield, 10,000 years of fresh air. We must get through that air shield.
We will, sir. Once we kidnap the princess, we can force her father, King Roland, to give us the combination to the air shield, thereby destroying planet Druidia and saving planet Spaceball.
Everybody got that?
Spaceballs, the movie.
Princess Vespa spaceship within range, sir. Good.
Hey, Michael Winslow.
What's going on? It's either the 4th of July or someone's trying to kill us.
Now we will show her who is in charge of this galaxy.
If you do not give me the combination to the air shield, Dr. Slotkin will give your daughter back her old nose.
Daphne Zuniga.
Only one man and his trusted companion can save planet Druidia from disaster.
Okay, Eagle 5, coming in.
Lone Star.
First, they must learn the secrets of yogurt.
No, you're right,
Yogurt.
I am the keeper of a greater magic.
The Force?
No, the Schwartz.
Avoid capture on a distant planet.
Tell them to comb the desert, you hear me? Comb the desert! Found anything yet? We ain't found...
Battle the entire Spaceball army.
My hair! He shot my ear!
Holy! And escape the clutches of Dark Helmet.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Abandon ship! Proceed to escape pods!
What the hell's the matter with this seatbelt?
When does this happen in the movie?
Give me ball! Spaceballs. The movie.
How do I know you're not making faces at me under that thing?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
It's hard for me to judge because it's such a classic, and I do,
Yeah.
I have seen that a bunch. So it's hard to judge this based on the trailer alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The context calls it the greatest parody movie. Okay. And I mean, it's a very funny, awesome movie. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the trailer didn't. You know what I was hoping for when I picked it? I was hoping it was. I know they did a trailer that like aped a Star Wars trailer, and this one is just more like, here's this funny movie,
Yeah.
So I was kind of hoping for that. And when I said that little line just now about like it's not the greatest parody movie ever. Okay, so what I mean is like it's like when you're talking about parodies where they like are doing like specific scenes and parodies, yeah. But there's also what you would call maybe a spoof, like Naked Gun, where they don't Naked Gun doesn't actually directly parody hard like anything. Really, they're just parodying like cop movies, I kind of prefer that style better. But as far as a parody where they're gonna specifically, you'll specifically recognize references. I mean, Spaceballs is one of the best ones for sure, and all the other best ones are probably made by Mel Brooks. So, but yeah, but the thing is I love all that shit too. You know what I mean? Like in the trailer, you know what I mean, Nate? You still there?
Yeah. No. It's all there.
It's kind of weird.
It's again, I think it's tough for me to vote on it because it's like, yeah, I've seen it, know this one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a new trailer where I was like, oh, that's pretty, like if they did something that was similar to a parody of the trailer.
Right.
This
that's
was
what I'm
just scenes
saying.
from the movie, and it's like, yeah, I like the movie. As a trailer, I
Yeah.
don't think it did much for me.
Yeah. You kind of are putting my thoughts into words, and I appreciate that.
No, I am yes, and I agree with what you're saying.
No, but I couldn't say it as well as what you're saying right now. So I'm saying you did a better job. I'm going to give it 1. I think if you're going to make a parody movie, your trailer should be a parody. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, in one of the Leslie Nielsen movies, I forget what it was, and it won one of
Naked Gun
the
33
episodes
and a
who did it. Yeah, and it was like this a whole fake out trailer, and I was like, perfect,
incredible trailer.
This was just scenes, so what? I'm not going to give it any points.
Okay, so that's 1 from the Slut Boys, and so far 1 from chat.
3 minutes is up, so 1 from chat, 2 points. Who's getting them?
Hey, SD Pride's in here. How you doing? 2 points only. 2 points to I like to watch too.
Ooh.
All right.
I thought you were saying STD Pride got them. Ouch.
No, SD Pride 08 was in here. He says, actually, but SD Pride, I don't know if he said this as a joke or not, but I actually agree with it if it's a real statement. It says, how dare they tell us it's a funny movie? We can figure it out on our own. You know what? Abso-fucking-lutely, though. When, with a comedy movie, right? You don't have to. That's why I didn't like it with the Zap trailer. It's like, this is a funny movie. Here's a funny scene, and then a funny thing happens, and it's funny. I get it.
This is a movie I've never heard of, but something happened. You'll put it together.
Okay. Oh. Well, you know what it is, right?
No, I've never seen this.
I literally mentioned it like 3 minutes ago.
That's why I picked it, Timmy.
I have a lot of problems.
Going through some things. I'm hurt.
Am I dying? Can you tell me that?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me?
No.
No, you can't tell me if you can't tell me.
No.
I'm lonely.
And
I'm afraid I'm gonna die.
anything else?
I don't know what's wrong with me, and I want to do something important while I'm still
Well,
here.
that would be the time to do it, yes.
Death comes faster than you think.
The idea is to do a massive theater piece. What was this used for?
Plays.
Like theater plays?
Have I disappointed you somehow?
Everyone is disappointing. The more you know someone.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Knowing that you don't know is the most essential step to knowing, you know?
I want you
Sure
to
is.
beg me on your knees for a kiss.
We need to investigate the essence of each being.
You're weirdly close to what I've visualized for this character.
Glad to be weirdly close. You smell weird.
What do I smell like?
It's like you're menstruating. I don't know.
I don't menstruate, so I don't know. I can smell like I'm menstruating.
You tell me.
I've been following you for 20 years, and I've learned everything about you. So hire me, and you'll see who you truly are.
I'm just a little person, one person in a sea of many little...
Met jou over de homoseksualiteit?
I'm not a homosexual.
Gezegd worden is abstract.
Somewhere, maybe someday.
I don't know why I make it so complicated.
That's what you do.
Far away.
I help you through any way I can.
Somewhere, maybe
There are
someday.
millions of people in the world,
Maybe somewhere far.
and none of those people is an extra.
I'll meet a
They're all leads of their own stories.
person, and we'll go out and play.
Caden,
What?
when are we going to get an audience in here? It's been 17 years.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, young lady.
Man, I need to see this. I've always wanted to. Fucking cool trailer, right?
Yeah, I don't get like the elevated, ungrounded part to it until
Building a
we get
whole
to the
city
very
and
end
set
where
up-
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
we'd spend 17 years. But other
Yeah,
than
and
that,
Well, right, but it still is there, so I think it still counts.
sure.
Was he supposed to come out at the starting with a sign that says, "Hey Nate, here's what this movie's about"?
No, but like that's just, but I don't really get it as far
Well,
as.
that's kind of the Charlie Kaufman deal too.
Yeah.
You know,
You haven't seen this then?
I haven't seen this one, but like I think about Being John Malkovich, it like slowly is like, oh, this is fucking insane,
I'm sure.
And now it's all unveiled within the first 30 minutes of Being John Malkovich, or even sooner. But like, it starts normal, and then like now he's on the 7.5 floor, and now there's this tunnel, So, but I like the trailer a lot. It's really weird. I think here's the other thing about this whole elevated thing. Like, even if they're not saying here is the reason this is an elevated comedy plot point. It's also just the way the trailer is presented feels not in our universe. And I think that's the Charlie Kaufman thing too, which is why I still felt the adaptation was generally, but the more we talked about it, kind of fell off of it. But I just think the way he presents characters and the way he directs things in this one, it feels not like in our reality. You know what I mean? What does the context say? And Mythic says it seemed more like a Dr. Ma'am, which I think he meant to say drama.
Dr. Ma'am. Brilliant surreal comedy drama from the mind of Charlie Kaufman, starring stellar cast led by the late great Philip Seymour Hoffman, who plays a playwright given a grant to create a theatrical life piece which he can never finish for as long as he is alive. Huh. I didn't get that in the trailer.
Well, it definitely had the passage of time going on and this giant play thing. So I'm going to give it 2 because I feel like it's going to need it, just from what Nate's saying. So
My 2 points of this, like, it looks cool. I want to see it. One, it didn't look like a comedy. And two, it didn't look, I mean, the context, I think, gives me a little more of it, but like the trailer didn't really feel like a comedy, and it didn't really tell me where it was in reality. It felt like it was just a guy writing a play and it has these really interesting characters, but none of it I was like, ha! Not that I have to be like, oh, that's hilarious, but still, like, I wouldn't sort this into comedy based on the trailer alone.
All right, so that's 2 from us, and how much from chat? 1. There's that 0, almost 0.
They don't like this. 1 from chat. 3 points going to Grimward.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good-looking movie, Grimward. I'll give you that much, but I didn't feel it. You know what? And the funny thing is,
oh god, yep.
I don't know.
That time of night where I don't want this, but go ahead.
In the time it would have taken me to just say that.
Okay, then say it.
One of his other submissions was brain donors, and I was like, fuck yes. But then the other one was Schenectady, New York, and I was like, oh, Charlie Hoffman. And I was like, oh, I don't even know what that is. I'll watch that. Anyway, next.
That's what happens. Well, because I think I want to wrap it up soon, especially since we're probably going to do a part 2 of this. So.
Do you want to do one more each then?
We get to 11. So let's do, well, we just got to 10, right? So yeah, no, you're right. So 1 more each is 12. Yeah, that's good. So this one from me and then 1 more from you. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Meet America's newest superhero, David Speed, Super Fuzz. He's a whiz in the pool hall, a marvel in the parking lot, and one of the best bullet catchers in the business. Meet Super Fuzz, the craziest cop this side of Inspector Clouseau. Super Fuzz, a blockbusting, high-flying, water-walking, smooth-talking, fleet-footed, skydiving, hard-driving, crime-fighting, all-American hero. Super Fuzz, just for the fun of it.
Ernest Borgnine, was he even in the trailer?
I don't think it was. And that's an Italian film. Sergio Corbucci. He's up there, not with the Sergio Leone, but he's made a lot of great movies, and he loves this guy, Terrence Hill, who I believe that's his American name. He's actually an Italian dude, I think. But that was great. Now, are we going to argue about that one, Breaking Reality?
You want to?
I mean, I know you could because your only skill in life is arguing, but
no, my only skill in life is annoying people effortlessly.
Well, yeah, by arguing. You literally just argued with me about that. Fucking go.
Incorrect.
Anyway, so Terrence Hill's name is Mario Girardi, and he's from. Wait, I didn't know they did this. It says Mario Girardi, born birthplace Venice, Kingdom of Italy. Is that how it's officially referred to? The Kingdom of Italy? That's fucking cool, right? What'd you think about that trailer? I feel like you're just ignoring me.
No. I was like, Kingdom of Italy. And guys.
I know, right?
I loved it. The stunts, Sam and I always like go ape for these like 70s like real practical stunts where you're like, and they're kind of like unnecessary. So I liked it. That had a lot of weird stuff going on. It looked fun. Yeah, it looks so fucking weird.
Yeah, I want to see. Well, and here, let's read the context. So this says, AKA Super Fuzz, AKA Super Snooper, an Italian comedy set in the Florida Everglades about a bumbling cop who gets superpowers from a nuclear blast. And interesting Italian take on American wacky comedies, starring totally American actor, we swear, Terrence Hill, real name Mario Girardi, who's badly dubbed all movie. Thankfully, then it's cut off for me. So, I must have been. I think I've read. Oh yeah, that was a different thing. Anyways, but it's interesting. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, I like it. 2 points for me. Chat, man, they are lukewarm on everything tonight. Chat's giving it 2 points.
Chat sucks.
Oh, Labaka with the knowledge, man. Check it out. Italy was a kingdom until 1946 when they got rid of the monarchy and became a republic. So, Terrence Hill, maybe he was born before that, and that's why his wiki article said Kingdom of Italy, and another one didn't. Yeah, he was born in 1939. Interesting. See, you learned something, everybody. How about that, huh?
I refuse to learn things about Italy.
Oh, you didn't need to. The last 2 words of that you didn't need those in the sentence. Anyways.
Terrence Hill survived the bombing of Dresden? Was he
Wow.
friends with Kurt Vonnegut?
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be so bizarro if Kurt Vonnegut and Terrence Hill were like friends?
You know what? For some reason, it would just make sense because, like, Vonnegut was, liked Europe, and he was super weird, and like all those Italian actor guys, like they went all over the place, and they like met lots of different people, and like several black football players from the 60s lived in Italy in the 70s and made a bunch of movies. Just like there's a lot of weird shit going on. It was great.
I'm gonna give it 2 points.
SD Pride says, actually, the Kingdom of Italy was a minor buffet chain outside of Topeka in the 90s.
Oh, he was born in the 90s.
No. Pride was making a joke about buffet food.
Oh.
Kingdom of Italy sounds like a shitty Midwestern buffet.
Okay.
See, we're both getting too tired. We do need to stop soon.
How many points are you giving this one?
2, man.
2.
It's great.
2 for Timmy,
Shopping
2 for me.
cart karate? Or how would Joe Bob Briggs put it? Shopping cart food? Chat says still only 2 points.
6 points.
You're just kind
6
of
points.
They're low energy to Guy Incognito.
This next one I see this person submitted 4, and each one of them is like, yes, I want to watch this. So it's really tough for them to choose.
Yeah. Well, now you're on a different person. Okay, that person. Yeah. I would say
I've never even heard of some of these, so I'm like, holy shit.
I've only heard of 44. The other 3 I've not heard of. Maybe I've heard of 45. I mean, pick one, man. They all sound like they're probably gonna be
I'm
good,
just reading the
yeah. But no, I'm not trying to rush you. I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's a wrong choice. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. Good context here, whoever submitted this, and all of your submissions. It's gonna be hard to choose.
Okay.
Just keep saying to yourself, it's only a movie. It's only a movie. It's only a movie
Thank you for
that
the
will have
editing.
you living in the sixth dimension. Moving in the wrong direction. A new fantasy musical comedy. The Forbidden Zone.
Huh.
Is that Adam West?
Is the voice Adam West?
It sounded like it, maybe.
Kinda. That was shorter than I would want it to be, but I do appreciate that I got the edit for it. Looked really weird.
I mean,
the animation was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to see some areolas, but I know it would get us in trouble. So
Have you ever seen this movie?
I thought you were going to say, have you ever seen areolas? And I was going to say, not really.
You know what, though? I will say this. Twitch has recently
No, I have
updated the
not.
terms of service. And artistic nudity is now okay.
That would have
And
counted.
I think some of these may count, but you know what? I'm gonna have to test the waters.
Right. I mean, in some of those like party movie trailers where they might have tits jiggling everywhere would not count. But something like Forbidden Zone, which is like a weird artsy kind of comedy movie, in that scene, that probably would have been fine. You know?
Steve said they they backtracked.
Oh,
was it like the first day of it? It was just like,
Boob City.
Yeah. Damn, I missed that. That was like the best day of Twitch.
Of course it was. It had to be, right?
I don't know. I think Tits is good, and so
what now?
Tits is good.
Yeah. I liked that trailer. I think the length kind of worked against a little bit, but Moondoggy says there was furry porn as far as the eye could see. It is a cool trailer. I also, they say it's a comedy, and it clearly looks like it's pretty crazy.
I honestly, I'm with you there. I appreciate the edit. I appreciate the work going into it. And if you guys out there, I'll say, like, if you edit a trailer for us, like you put work into it, put it in the context too. Like, because I'm like, I don't want you to do work and not have us watch it. The only thing about this is the length did work against it for me. I liked it. I just want to see more. So I can only give this 1 point.
I didn't really feel like it stuck. I'm going to do 1 as well.
Chat liked this. It's close to 3. It's over 3 points. Yeah. This got 3 points. So, I will say 3, 4, 5 from us. This is going to 5 points, going to Forbidden Zone, Lobaka, directed by Richard Elfman and premiering in 1980. This is still an Oingo Boingo, was the Mystic Knights of Oingo Boingo.
Yeah.
And was a lot weirder than the movie Successful Later Band. It was a lot weirder than the more successful Later Band. But the movie does still have Danny Elfman in it as the devil in a small role and Hervé Villechaize in a larger role. The original film was in black and white, but this is the director-approved color version, censored to be stream safe. Thank you very much. The opening music used in the trailer is called Forbidden Zone, but a version of it was retitled as the Dilbert Zone when it was used as the opening to the Dilbert cartoon.
Oh my
God. An utterly baffling movie that has a couple of surprisingly catchy songs.
Weird. Wow. Good context.
So 5 points going to Lobaka. Lobaka, you did have a tough... There were a few in there that were like... Every one of them, I was like, yes.
Do we do a trailer of the night or no? Since we're going to do...
Yeah. We do trailer of the night, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
We got 3 7s, 2 6s, and
hold
a
on,
5.
I'll sort it.
I just did. Oh, and then, okay. Should we do the 6s and the 7s?
Do the 6s and the 7s. Read them out to us.
Okay. Mouse Hunt. Evil Alien Conquerors. Greener Grass. Super Fuzz.
How do you spell conquerors?
CON.
Yeah.
QUERORS.
What was after that?
Okay. Mouse Hunt, Evil Alien Conquerors, Greener Grass, Super Fuzz, and Fuzz is spelled F-U-Z-Z, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oops. They misspelled rabbit, but don't worry about it. You know what I mean. Yeah, I think we had some good ones. Again,
what's that last one? Who Framed Roger what?
Says the guy who says TCM, like everyone knows what TCM means.
When was the last time I said that?
The last time you said it is when everyone didn't know what you meant, and you're like, all right, I'll stop saying TCM.
Wow, you really got me back there. Wow, I'm burned. Lobaka said the Forbidden Zone's on Tubi. 75 minutes. That seems like a potential watch party as well, you know?
Yeah. That sounds fun. Just to recap here, it's a little bit of a shorter show. The shows have been very long, and it's, hard to get Timmy or Sam to commit to it, or, even Zach lately for such a long show.
Nate and I were going to break up, and we said we had to, our counselor said we got to do it shorter.
I'm just telling chat to expect shorter shows, but 2-parters. We're probably going to do a lot more of that instead of having like full on, like, oh, we're not doing a show this week. Because it's easier to get people to commit to something that's not.
Man, like around the holidays, like it would be nice if I would love to do one when you and I have time where we can be wasted for 4 hours again. Because those are very fun when we do those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those are some of the funnier ones.
But it's just, I just don't have the life where I can do that very often,
Yeah.
So.
Monday work gets really rough when you're like fucked. You're like, man, I got wasted with Timmy on stream last night.
And it's like it's up to 1 or 2 your time. It's like, okay.
Although I'm ready for you whenever.
Oh, Labaka says there's a lot more titties in it than we think, so the watch party might be difficult.
I mean, hell no.
Hell yeah, but maybe we'll just.
I do want to bring up too. Timmy and I were talking about a potential stream for a film called Feeders 2, and in doing the research, we watched Feeders 1 the other night, shot on video. It had some interesting stuff to it, but definitely shot on video. Some of these shot on video movies I'm getting into, and I would like to see more because LA AIDS Jabber was entertaining. It was a very entertaining movie.
I've got good news for you, but I'll wait.
Had good music to it. And that's the funny thing is this movie, for a good chunk of this movie, had good music. And then in like the middle of the movie, had bizarre music choices.
And Feeders? You're talking about Feeders?
Yeah, we're talking about Feeders. Feeders is what we watched last night.
Yeah.
But Timmy may be interested in watching Feeders 2 with us.
Yeah, I want to, so we can figure it out. So it's hard to find this right now because they have their main site stuff down. But Vinegar Syndrome, Nate. So they I bet I can find it a little bit. Okay, so Vinegar Syndrome, I've talked about them a lot. They're one of the coolest boutique labels, maybe the coolest. And they find and restore all sorts of weird little genre movies, put them out. Vinegar Syndrome, the name itself refers to the chemical thing that happens when movies rot.
I've always wanted to know. I thought you'd make fun of me if I asked, so I just never asked.
No. It's a weird ass thing, man. Why would I wouldn't, if you ask like, I only make fun of you when you ask something dumb. I'm asking what Vinegar Syndrome means is not dumb. You know what I mean? Because that's a weird thing. But here's the deal. So, and it has to do with, film and finding film and, like New York Ninja is a movie where they found it, didn't have sound, they figured it out, made a movie, put it out, things like that. So now they have branched out and created a new sub-label called Cinematograph, which is the same thing. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong label. Hold on. They've recently unveiled a few different labels here. What is the, God damn, I don't know if I can find it. Anyways, I can't find the name of the label, but they have a new sub-label now. It's not Cinematograph, that's something else. But their new sub-label is for shot on video stuff. It's all going to be shot on video stuff. Yeah. And their first one they put out was Redneck Zombies, which I almost bought during their sale, but it looked a little, I'm like, I don't know. It was expensive. Huh?
You know what the shot on video imprint's called?
I'm trying to find it. I thought I found it. They've announced 2 different sub-labels recently. So
Lobaka says every so often I buy something from Vinegar Syndrome and didn't pay enough attention and didn't notice it's not just bad sci-fi, it's bad porn sci-fi.
Yeah, they have bad porn too.
I have gone on there on the sales. Like Timmy always gives us a heads up when there's a sale. And the funny thing is, like, my physical media, I have to stop because like I just don't open it, Yeah. But I have gone on there and be like, I wonder what the cheapest thing is, and sort, and it's like pages and pages of adult movies.
Yes, DVDs. Who else does that too? Blue Underground. I mean, it's kind of right there in the name. Does who else? Have I had that problem with? Well, then you got the websites that are indie, but they're not their own labels. They sell stuff from the labels, like Grindhouse Video, or and there is also a Grindhouse label called, I think, Grindhouse Pictures. But anyways, Grindhouse Video or Diabolic DVD. So those are places that are just like basically online stores. But so if you sort through them for sales, yeah, you're going to see the porn, you know. There's
The porn.
Well, and there's people, oh, there's the porn. But the thing is oh, I know how to find it. Okay. The thing is, people who collect weird genre stuff also collect that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just part of the deal.
Grimward wants to know if you've heard of this new boutique label called Visual Vengeance. They specialize in great re-releases of cult films, primarily shot on video.
Yeah, that's what those guys do too. Yes, those guys too. Okay, the shot on video label for Vinegar Syndrome is Degosser Video, and I don't know what Degosser means, but
Degoss is like when you zap your CRT monitor to like
a machine. A degosser is a machine used to eliminate data stored on computer and laptop hard drives, floppy disk, and magnetic tape by random. So there you go. Same thing as Vinegar Syndrome. So Vinegar Syndrome ruins film. A degosser would ruin videotape.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Interesting.
So when I used to work at a radio station, we used to use 8-track carts, and we would I had to, this is in high school, not like a real radio station. Actually, I mean, I guess technically it's a real radio station, but not like it was like a magnet you would rub on the 8-tracks.
Whoa. To erase them.
Visual Vengeance is where LA AIDS Jabber came from.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I thought LA AIDS Jabber was a Vinegar Syndrome, but Visual Vengeance is, it might be a sub-label of, I don't know, Vinegar Syndrome also so they do that big Black Friday sale. So for the month of December, they take all their Vinegar Syndrome off the site. You can't buy any of their stuff, but their partner labels are all out there. And I feel like Visual Vengeance is one of their partner labels. I am wrong. But they also have, there's one called VHS Hit Fest, which it looks like VH Shit Fest. So that's another label that puts out the straight to video stuff.
I love it. I mean,
it's
I know it's not really technically a mid-hunt. We may have to find something else for that, but I don't know if we really need to get that. Would it be pedantic?
What?
Being like, oh, we have mid-hunting, and then we have the Community, Panwall, Dr. Ilium have crunched some numbers, and then Pop-Tart has coded or programmed a Discord bot so you can search movies and it tells you what's in the middle. It's amazing work they've done in the mid-hunt community. So we hunt mids, but last night we watched Feeders and people are like, oh, this is not technically a mid-hunt because it's a bad movie. And it's true, but it's still a fun movie worth watching. So I feel like some of these other, shot on video ones, maybe that's outside the pale of beyond the pale, is that the word? Of mid-hunting, but still, it's a good time.
It's all part of the same idea.
Yeah.
I think,
So
Visual Vengeance just put out a movie called The Scream Queen, starring Linnea Quigley.
Love her.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying, buddy?
That's it. I think tomorrow night we'll do a after BOYZ. Hopefully, Monday nights. Last week I wasn't able to do it on Monday. To pick my mom up from the airport. I was getting ready to go live, and she's like, "Hey, I'm not going to make this bus. Can you come get me?" And I'm "Okay, I'll drive up right now."
Labaka says, when you guys begin the journey below the mids, you get to my realm. I'm with Labaka. I think mids are too often studio movies that nobody cared about, whereas lower than mid is going to be the interesting shit where someone put their heart and soul into it, but it just didn't work.
Well, that's why, I mean, the mids that we like to watch, and they've done a lot of good work, because we'll watch a movie that's a mid and then be like, oh no, this is actually really bad. But not enough people, the only people that have rated it or voted it maybe are super fans, so they're trying to push the numbers up.
Yeah.
So these guys have done the work to see what is right in the middle. And it's a different kind of graph. So instead of having something be in a score of 1 to 10, and you're looking for the 50, like the mids, you can have 100% mid, which would be like Twilight it was a very popular movie, but as a movie, it's a mid movie. So that was like the bullseye of mid. So we're able to see plus or minus where things are going to lie. And that's what the fun part of mid hunting is, because people will watch real movies as like a film club, and then people watch bad movies like How Did This Get Made? And we're watching stuff that like is fine, people just forgot about, or maybe something happened in the process of the marketing or coming out. Like John Carter was really fucking good. Like John Carter was way better than what it's known for. And I think there's a lot of movies out there. We haven't watched Waterworld yet, but I remember Waterworld being like, this was the most expensive movie, and it sucked.
As
but I'm like,
Pride, there is a Discord. Sorry.
My memory of Waterworld was that it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It
is pretty
good.
I got the
Discord.
Arrow release of that.
See.
I showed you that. It's got a slip cover and everything.
You got a what release?
The Arrow release of Waterworld. I showed it to you guys a while back.
Oh, wow.
I was talking about how like they like to pick some random stuff that people kind of forget about.
I don't have the link to the Discord. Anyway, SD Pride, follow me, Nate Blackest, on Twitch. I stream during the midweek. We watch some films. The link to the Discord will be in there. Dr. William says the problem with Waterworld is that it cost a fuck ton of money and didn't make its money back. The bean counters called it a failure, but it ruled. Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if we're good to go, I'm gonna go.
No, we have like 20 more minutes to go.
Well, we could. That's why I'm saying I need to go.
Well, to me, I hope to see
Who Framed Roger Rabbit 1. Oh, no, wait. It's tied with Greener Grass right now.
All right,
They're
so
both
here's
at
what we're going to do.
28%.
It's going to be a runoff of Roger Rabbit and Greener Grass really quick. This is just going to be a 3-minute runoff.
Okay, but
go.
then let's not have any soliloquies. Let's just get it done because
We don't have to soliloquize. But Timmy, let me say this. I hope that you have time this week and we can maybe watch something on stream.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Well, and I haven't watched a lot of Christmas stuff this year, actually, I feel like, but I'm starting to get up to it. I was going to watch this movie, Elves, that's only available on YouTube right now. It's an 80s horror movie. You know, you can kind of see where that's going.
Yeah, I think we've seen the trailer for it.
Probably. Yeah, but we have. In fact, I think I was there. Yeah. And I was going to maybe start watching I started watching all the Creature, Not a Creature Was Stirring, which is an anthology film, Christmas horror, which I was not into. It seemed like it was just not going to do anything. And then there's like the first story, they have a people in a secret Santa, right? And so they're opening the presents. I'm like, what is this? What's this movie going to do? Like nothing's really happening. And a guy opens a secret Santa gift. Like there's a pipe in it, shoots a bullet through his head and kills him. Then all the doors lock, gas starts entering in. This guy's like, I'm going to kill you, you know? So it suddenly gets interesting.
What was it called?
All right. Not a Creature Was Stirring.
Okay. I mean, are you going to do Timmy Talk this week where Timmy talks about movies?
So.
What day do you think?
Shut up. That's what.
I just don't want to stream. I'd rather watch your show.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Probably I'm thinking Wednesday. The only reason I did it on Tuesday last week, that time I did it 2 weeks ago, was because my daughter wasn't in town and I had to go somewhere on Wednesday night. But normally Wednesdays work for me because my daughter's not here and I am here.
Did people like Timmy Talk? Did you get a lot of good feedback? Or are they like, why aren't you playing Doom? Why aren't you playing Doom?
No, well, there's always going to be one person like that. Doom? ? Mars? ? Learning how to write out a full sentence like a fucking human talking to another human? ? Anyways, but no, I did a poll and everybody that saw the poll voted unanimously that I should do that again. So, you know, there's about 150 people watching. So the number of people that voted in the poll is like 3, but you know.
Obaka says, was the previous movie talk thing going to end up on VODs? It is if Timmy wants it to be. I'm behind on VODs.
Nate doesn't like me. Just say it. You don't.
I'm so behind. We only have one of the Trailer Boys up from the first Trailer Boys we did of this season, and this is episode 5. I try to stay really tight on the self-sucks because people get aggressive about not seeing them. And you know, I
God.
tell everybody the self-sucks will be up the Saturday after it airs, and people will be like Sunday, like,
it
where
hasn't
is
been
it?
up for
Where
2
is it?
weeks. Nate killed my dad. It's like the same level of fucking.
Honestly, what it comes down to is I try to edit the videos. That's why I make these markers for timestamps, because sometimes I have to go back and watch them all.
Well, you just
just
started
to make
cutting
sure.
out.
Yeah, no. So this.
Oh, there it goes again. Well, I think it's
And it
time
just
to go.
felt anyway. So the winner is Greener Grass. So congratulations to Greener Grass was Beach That Makes You Old with this
I think I got
week's
the name of that
win.
movie wrong. Creature was.
Remember, if you already submitted a movie for next week, you don't have to submit again. I'll say this too. Next week is Christmas. I think.
Yeah.
Is Christmas.
Sunday's Christmas Eve.
Sunday is Christmas Eve. So it's likely we don't do a show at all. The next Trailer Boys show, like this, what you're watching now, probably
then the
won't be
next
New
Sunday's
Year's
New
Eve,
Year's
too.
Eve, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
no,
not
it
gonna do
definitely
New
won't be
Year's
New Year's
Eve.
Eve.
I got
but
a New Year's Eve. I got to make little weenies, and my daughter and I hang out on her Animal Crossing island because that is the best way to watch a countdown for New Year's Eve.
we may still do stuff if Sam's around, you know, we may just do some type of non game show version of Trailer Boys. I know Timmy, you have family stuff probably on Christmas Eve, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna, you know,
My
the
gay
game will
sister and her
be.
gay wife will be here. So
Your sister's
likes
wife
it.
is gay?
Yeah, and my sister is. It's cool that they met.
All right. Thank you, chat. I give you shit, but I'm very appreciative that you come and hang out here with us because again,
I give
we
you
wouldn't
shit,
have a show without
and
you.
I don't appreciate any of you dumb motherfuckers because you didn't vote enough for Super Fuzz. So, anyways.
I was being sincere, and so is Timmy. I appreciate you when I was joking before. Timmy was joking before, but he's serious now.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, fuck you.